Now. So, welcome everybody after all that troubleshooting to the beginning of Chapter 5 of Scions of the Dark Goddess. Hashtag trending topic. And that is literally the name, with the hashtag included. Who wants to summarize, just very briefly, like, where we are, like, right now, kind of meta plot-wise, what you guys understand, that sort of thing.
There's a black goat involved.
Lol. But anyone want to take a crack at it?
Well, there's some kind of big cycle of death and rebirth going on.
Yeah, it was like every 700 some years or something.
Yeah, something like 743, 744 years that you guys have found out about through various chapters, though now you've got the characters that are going to be carrying you through the rest of this, ideally. Though, if your characters die, that's totally fine. Because, you know, that's just how Call of Cthulhu works. And there's not a happy ending for everybody. As long as, you know, like, I'll be introducing some side characters. Part of the reason to not be murder hobos in Call of Cthulhu is because you never know when you're just gonna... when you're gonna end up buying that, what is it? Bought the barn?
Bought the farm.
Yeah, bought the farm. That's it.
Yeah.
And needs it suddenly be in need of a backup PC. Which is why I'm glad that you guys kept Stella Kesselberg alive, because it means I don't have
There's
to,
at
like...
least one backup PC.
Basically, yeah. Like, I don't necessarily go out of my way to kill players, but I also don't want it to feel like I'm, you know, holding back.
Maybe, yeah, exactly.
Because otherwise, if there's no threat, then there's no stakes, really. But...
we definitely had characters die already.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, those first two chapters, and even this past chapter, where you guys got to see the last time the Restoration Codex was, kind of released, so to speak.
744 years ago.
Yep, the year 1291. And, we're
But
back...
yeah, basically,
Yep, go
we're
ahead.
about to be on, I guess, the eve of another change in the cycle where I guess we're on like the rebirth and regrowth cycle now.
Yeah, it seems like you're at the same stage as they were, as the characters in Chapter 4 were. That stage where everything is dying because the Dark Goddess is dying, and from what you learned as characters in Chapter 4, it's possible to transfer that power into another being for it to, a sufficiently powerful other being, for it to take up that role and to potentially eliminate, like, you know, kind of, as it was called, perversion, and recreate pure life. Like, pure, kind of untainted by evil or, you know, mutation or things like that.
Right, and we're finding out that our characters might be destined to be like a vessel for this, and that's why one of the cults is, I guess, trying to convert us.
Yeah, in a sense.
And then, isn't there another group that's trying to sabotage the whole thing?
Basically, what's happened is you found out that, much like Stella and even Bruno, you guys were all listed as scions of Shub-Nagoroth. And you found plans for a device that was powered by the pineal glands of those 3 children of Amalthea priests. And that device, which you don't fully understand because it's drawing from multiple, like, different sources that you can't find access to, like even on the internet. Unersprachlichen Kulten, and a few others, as well as it heavily referenced a book called the Restoration Codex. It seemed to be a machine that would be capable of withholding or containing absolutely incomprehensible levels of power, and have some sort of artificial intelligence. And what you've figured out is that, like I said, you guys are scions, and that seems to be why the law firm hired you, because it knew that all of these people being used to commit the murders, which you've now found out were effectively being almost like remote piloted, or rather like their bodies were taken over somehow by this woman whose name you now know, Ariana Valverde, who is working against the cult, as the cult wants Shub-Nagorov to be reborn and resurrected and continue the cycle. It seems like Ariadna has very different plans based on those blueprints you found. And it seems Ariadna used you to, for example, she used your characters in the second chapter to basically get the data that she needed from Jonas Evergreen. And slowly, we're in the kind of final steps. You're going to start really putting pieces together. So this is going to make heavy use of metagaming in a good way. Like, you'll catch references to things that, like, as players, you'll remember. Your characters might not, but they will figure it out. It's going to be, I'll tell you, just having looked at the basic blueprint of the final chapter, it's a mindfuck. In a good way. It's a total mindfuck. So, yeah, but let us begin. You may have noticed that our beginning music is a little bit different.
It's very 80s vaporwave.
Indeed it is. Thank you for noticing.
Excuse me while I reload.
I'm digging it.
Because there's a reason
It's
for that.
very 80s retro synthwave 223103. I had to put a name to it.
Yep. Thank you.
It is very not playing for me.
Huh.
Oh, no. Maybe refresh.
I'm the only one who's not hearing it. That's fine.
Yeah, I'm hearing it.
Yeah.
So, are we ready?
Cheese, do you hear the music?
Can you hear the people sing? Sing the song of Vaporwave.
Not right now, no.
Synthwave 223103.
So FICO and Cheese can't hear it. Okay.
Huh. Interesting.
Weird. That's right,
Now,
I guess.
Yeah, I'm seeing it play,
check your
but
sound
I'm not
settings.
hearing it at all.
Check, see if you might have had the tab muted or something like that.
No, it's not muted. It's literally like when you click on the jukebox, you can see the song playing.
Huh.
It's not playing at all for me.
That's weird.
It is weird.
Yeah, that's...
It was weird because I could hear music before you guys said anything about it, but I was like, this sounds like the same music we've listened to already.
I mean, you guys have
And then
heard
you
it
said
before.
Oh.
Like,
Yeah,
And
I'm
then
not
Chris
worried
said he
about
was
it.
reloading, so I did too, and then now I don't hear it.
huh.
Yeah, don't worry.
But
I'm not worried about
it's
it.
fine.
Anyways.
It's just 80s synthwave. It's cool.
Yeah,
So,
I heard it earlier, so.
I'm going to, you guys are in the back of an armored van, actually. Now, give me just a second. This will all make sense in a little bit.
I was trying to remember how chapter 3 ended.
Oh yeah.
It ended with us
I think
in
we
the
split
hangar.
off with a hostage.
Yep.
Right, okay.
Oh yeah.
But I thought we were taking Kaminsky.
That's right.
Oh yeah. But just wait. There's you guys are in the back of a van, or rather, the back of an armored truck. Now, everybody, you should see something new. Robo, in just a second, you'll see it as well. I mean, you'll each see something different, but you'll see it. If you look in PCs, there should be a new folder.
Oh.
New character.
Yeah.
So,
Oh shit. I'm a gold digger.
possibly, perhaps. Now,
Perhaps.
you see two penal officers in the front. There's one kind of in the back. You guys are all handcuffed. You
I
can
don't
hear
know
the
what this
sound-
means exactly.
Oh, just wait.
Oh,
It'll all make
there
sense
we
in
go.
time.
There's the music.
Yeah, it must have been the track that was bugged, but
Yeah.
you can hear the sound of pouring rain and crashing thunder outside.
Uh,
Let me see if I have You are en route to MCI Concord State Penitentiary for your crimes. But you notice that there was a sudden swerve just 30 minutes ago. The security officer in the cabin with you he knocked on the back where the driver and kind of passenger seat would be, and was like, "What the hell's going on?" You could barely hear them out saying, "River broke its banks. One of the tunnels we were supposed to go through got flooded." And there's the music program on the radio, which is playing that nice vaporwave. This is a news bulletin. It's October 7th. Seems there's a strong electrical storm. Strong chance of winds. It looks like there's already severe flooding on the I-72. Everybody be safe out there, and make sure you're not using your Walkmans. Don't be outside with your boombox. Tune up your Michael Jackson and just stay in there, folks.
Can I just make a
Michael
comment?
Jackson and just beat it.
Got him.
Sorry.
So,
My character is a pickpocket, and he has a 10 in sleight of hand.
it'll make sense. Don't worry. So,
It never said he was a good pickpocket.
You're right.
I'm
True,
gonna have,
that is why I'm in the police van.
I'm gonna have, let's see. Let's start with Robo. Roll me 1d3.
Hey, just a second. Sorry.
No worries.
What am I rolling? A 1d3?
Yep.
All right, bet. I can do that.
The 1D's nuts, got him.
Got
Got
him.
him.
Oh.
Got him.
Roll. Is it double slash? No,
Yeah,
one
it's just
slash
one slash.
roll. Oh my god, I'm drunk. Roll 1d3. I'm not actually drunk, I'm just kidding. Did that go through? Oh,
Yeah.
there it goes.
You find yourself handcuffed to a young-looking boy with kind of like distinct bangs, wearing kind of a, well, you're all wearing kind of the typical orange prisoner garb, and you see the date on the newspaper that the penal officer watching you is reading. It is October 7th, 1984.
Nice.
From the back, you guys can see the blurry road stretching behind you through some small windows with protected wire grills. Somebody make me a spot hidden roll. You...
Bubbles.
Yep. Sophie and Mason, you...
Oh, you guys get cool nicknames.
You
Sorry.
discern a looming shadow in the depths of the woods, which appears to stay level with the van before disappearing into the dusk at top speed. And the security officer, the penal officer, he radios in. He says, "Yes, escort vehicle, we haven't heard back from you in half an hour. Last we heard, you'd gone past the intersection for the alternative route, and we should turn around and get back to this turnoff. We haven't heard from you in half an hour. Please respond."
Sounds like somebody's in trouble.
Shut the fuck up. The guy kind of draws out his nightstick.
And I just give him a death stare. I don't say anything else, though.
That's right. Prisoners know to be fucking quiet. Suddenly, you feel the van spiral out of control. You can see the driver unexpectedly swerving before you get rammed by something, shaking you like clothes being spun in a washing machine. You feel yourselves falling inside the van, dragging vegetation with you, tumbling down before crashing into something upside down. The rain keeps falling relentlessly, like it won't give up until it's flooded the entire state. The headlights and the flashing car indicators are the only source of light, apart from the lightning flashing through the night sky.
It's Jurassic Park.
Exactly. Now you just gotta look for Newman.
No.
So, allow me.
Rain. Why did it have to be fucking raining?
From the back of the van, you guys can see the driver's body. His head is split open, and from the opening, fragments of skull and a wet pink mass are spilling out. You guys
I walk up to the body and I say,
I told you you was in trouble.
and I slap his split face a little bit, and I walk out the side of the bus.
Dios.
The other, the one in the passenger seat, there's no sign of him. But the one officer who was watching you, it's like, please, help! His arm is bent at an unnatural angle, and his legs are trapped under the weight of the driver's seat, which has kind of spiraled out.
Are we, like, cuffed to the vehicle or anything, or...?
You're cuffed to each other. So, Robobike, you're cuffed to Cheese, and Heath, you're cuffed to FICO.
Okay, so your name's Mason?
Yeah, or I guess you
Bubbles.
know me as Bubbles. Well, maybe I
Okay.
haven't...
I don't know yet.
depends on whether or not you guys think you introduced yourselves.
Before we introduce ourselves or anything, the cop that was looking at me, like watching over me or whatever, and pointing his baton at me, I look at him all mangled and asking for help, and I just reach down and I grab his baton and I just tap him on his nose with it, and I go,
You see that when you get closer, you see that under the seat trapping him, one of the metal rails has pierced his leg. You figure, based on, well, who here has a decent medicine or first aid skill?
Jose's got decent medicine.
So,
I got a 30 in first aid.
Jose's got a 40.
So if you go take a look, you could assess.
I'll say his leg's all messed up.
Well, yeah, he's looking pretty bad.
Yeah,
Can Claudette? Is there anything Claudette can find, like broken window glass?
Yeah,
piece of railing.
Yeah, definitely. And you would just put that in as a improvised weapon. It'll do 1d4 plus your damage bonus using the fighting brawl skill. Though you will be at a 2 bonus die penalty for doing anything without the assistance of the person you're handcuffed to. But Jose, you're able to tell that, like, this guy, if this guy doesn't get medical aid within the next couple minutes, he's gonna bleed out.
hey, real quick,
Who am I cuffed to again?
You're cuffed to
Me.
Robo.
what's the
Okay.
stats on the nightstick?
The nightstick is, I believe, 1d6 plus damage bonus.
Okay, okay, cool.
But
Oh, you're.
My damage bonus
Yeah.
is 0. 1d6.
yeah,
Can I swipe his, like, cuff keys or anything? Or...
make me actually, yeah, make me a spot hidden roll.
I'll say,
He
what are
doesn't
you
se-
looking for there, dear?
He doesn't seem to have the
You need
keys.
some help?
And I'll look too.
Can I... Oh, you're searching.
You find some significant amounts of cocaine that he was likely going to plant on someone, but you don't find any keys.
I pocket that cocaine.
Okay.
Claudette is gonna pick up an improvised weapon and march toward the cop, and then I'm assuming our chain will pull me back, and I'll remember that I'm chained to somebody else, and then I'll turn and just stare at Jose.
Yeah. So,
If we leave him, he's going to bleed out. Like,
Who cares? He doesn't give a fuck about us.
it'd make me feel bad if we just left him there.
But
Even
I
like
can make
2
him.
seconds to patch him up.
I can make him bleed faster.
I
Uh,
like that guy.
Gotta get out of here.
I mean, looks worse on a rap sheet if they catch us again, and believe me, they catch you a lot.
We stay in here, the rain's gonna fill it up, we could drown.
Maybe I kill you instead.
And good luck with that.
Yeah, Bubbles.
Good luck dragging my body around. I mean, it don't look like no one found no keys, so...
Let's just get out of here.
you guys, you can
We
hear
should
this
leave.
entire time grotesque howls reverberating along the highway from the place where you were rammed. And you could hear the sound of leaking fluid. Likely, it doesn't take a genius to figure out that that's probably leaking gasoline from the fuel tank.
I probably smell it.
Oh yeah, you can definitely.
Yeah, we could probably smell it.
Yeah, you can smell it among the scent of rain.
guys
What
think
would
we
it
hit
be
a
if I-
coyote or something and fell off the road?
If you want to make me a natural world roll or anything like
No,
that.
that was more just me speculating. I don't think I would be smart enough to really know.
Jose rolled that natural world.
Definitely too big to be a coyote. At most, it would have to be a really big bear.
I mean,
I was just saying that 'cause the howling we
where
heard.
are we? Where are we
Maybe
again?
it's one of them dire wolves.
You're you're about halfway up through to MCI. You're in the area, you note, you're in an area kind of the closest, like, or not closest, but like you're somewhere around this small little podunk, abandoned village called Nazarene's Lot.
Oh, so we're up in the northeast.
Yeah.
That could have been a moose.
Does the officer have anything like a pin or something on him that I could maybe use to try to force a luck?
I will allow it, yeah. Actually, make me a luck roll.
You know, like even his
Because I
badge.
do.
And
And no, you can't spend luck on a luck roll. By the way, you can all make me an intelligence check if you want. So, Wayne, you're smart enough to realize that you're not in your own body. You're in someone else's body. This is weird. Shannon, you also realize this doesn't feel like you. You look maybe in a reflection of some shattered glass, and you're like, you see this completely different person.
it's blonde bimbo.
Yeah. Yep. And then, Miles, you also realize that, you're not this isn't you, like, physically.
What the fuck? Somebody right.
If you want, you can actually look at the two character sheets side by side.
That makes more sense.
But, yeah, you see, if you look at the newspaper, you see, Brooks Reservoir Project completed, Town of Nazarene's Lot demolished. Still,
Wait, what? Are character sheets supposed to be identical or something?
have you looked at them side by side?
Yeah, I'm looking at them side by side right now.
There might be something there.
I mean, there's some similarities, but I guess it's not exactly the same.
Not exactly, but there's something in
I
common
did
with
see
all
that this character has very high computer use as well.
Oh, yeah. I see.
Now,
Also, I had a question real quick.
Yeah.
I have a survival skill called General, I guess, question mark?
yeah, that's because it, like, normally survival is in subcategories. Like, it'll be like survival
Okay.
and then like some sort of environment type,
Okay,
like forest
okay.
survival or like desert. But they just list
I
it
like
as
that, though.
survival. They just listed it in the campaign book as just survival. So I just put general, I guess.
I like that.
So, yeah, what do you guys want to do? You're, the van is upside down, leaking gasoline. There's a giant rent hole in the side, which is now the top.
I think we
Well,
need to
that-
get the fuck out of here.
Claudette's gonna lunge at the officer again and try and pull Jose with her.
Okay, make me an opposed strength roll, Jose. And, Claudette. Okay. You both fail.
Wait.
You guys can describe the outcome to me.
I want to say we both pull on it, and then we both trip into each other and clonk heads.
I like
Oh,
that.
hell
Yeah, I was gonna
yes.
say we like slip.
Ow!
The classic Chinese finger trap.
Yep, I like that. And where is the? Do I not have it on here? Or is
Oh my
it-
god, you two, are you okay? You hit your heads pretty hard.
I guess I don't.
What can I say? I can't stand the rain.
It's my window, and I can't stand the rain.
Nice. Okay, let's see. Yeah, so this happens with a resounding echo and
Oh,
Like
then-
two coconuts hitting each other.
and then you hear
Oh god.
roll sanity. No, I'm kidding. So
But now it really is a nightmare.
Yeah.
do you guys look around?
okay. God, if y'all are so eager to get away, just 2 seconds. Jose is just gonna turn around to the police officer, put up a cross, and then wave. Well, sorry, bud. Guess we got places to be.
And you, as you're leaving, you hear a walkie-talkie go off. Or rather, a radio. Prisoner Van A, come in. That was a hell of a storm surge right there. Are you alright? Please return this call within 2 minutes. We're gonna send some people to your location. Over. Patrol Van 1. Do you copy?
Ah, shit, we should probably answer that.
I'm gonna grab the walkie
Okay.
and... Oh, where is it? I need to look up the quote because I'm going to say something.
I can't wait to hear what this is gonna be.
Oh, I think I know what you're gonna do.
Is there to find it?
But,
I'm gonna grab the walkie and say, everything's under control, situation normal. We had a slight weapons malfunction, but everything is perfectly alright now. We're all fine here now, thank you. Thank you, how are you?
make me a fast talk roll.
Fast talk, you say?
Yep. Yeah, because you're trying to kind of pull a fast one. Officer Bophades, do you copy?
Oh, shit.
Got him! He's like, oh yeah, I'm doing alright, just, aching the old knee, and, just, it's been a hell of a couple of days, just, he's like waxing on and off, or just waxing on, like, just going on and on, he's like, you know what? Seems like you guys are alright, we'll see you at MCI. And the radio kind of cuts off.
I look over at Bubbles and I say,
Have you ever tried conning people before? Because you're pretty good at it. You're a natural.
Well, I'd rather just pick their pockets.
Maybe me and you should team up. We'd be a good team. Anyways, let's get the hell out of here.
Yeah. So, if you guys want to exit the van, it's going to be a strength roll, but you'll get a bonus die or a free push without complication for every person who's like working together. So, like, if 3 people are working on it, you'll get Normally you max out at 2, but you'll basically get 3 bonus die. Or if all 4 of you are working, it's going to be automatic.
I'm assuming there's like a door on the back of this thing that we could try to force open.
Yeah, that's exactly what...
jammed, probably?
Yeah, it's jammed, but with enough strength, if you all work together, you can probably force it open.
Let's do this.
Okay. You manage to force the doors open. You're in the middle of the woods. If you looked at any of the maps within the confines of that van compartment, you would notice just how isolated you are. Like, you were on a section of highway that's, like, surrounded by nothing. Like, the nearest actual inhabited town probably is 25, 30 miles away. And if you guys would, if any of you would have looked in the van for like supplies before getting out, let me know and I can give you, I can tell you what you would have found.
I think Jose would have swiped whatever he could.
Okay, then you found a first aid kit, 5 flares, a flashlight, and a few basic tools for changing a flat tire.
I take the radio with me. Is it a walkie or like a part of the vehicle, like in the dashboard?
It's in the dash. Jimmy, stop it. Sorry. Yeah, it's in the dash. But the only visible sign of civilization nearby is an old footpath leading deeper inside the forest.
Looks like this is the only way to go.
I don't think anyone else is gonna be on the road tonight. I doubt we'll have any luck hitchhiking.
It's a little hard to hitchhike in orange jumpsuits and chains, huh?
Yeah, and those sounds are coming up from back where we just came from, which is the road, and I don't want to go see what those sounds are.
Yeah, that natural world roll would have told you, you don't know what it is, but it definitely doesn't sound like any animal you're familiar with.
Yeah, I mean, that ain't sound like nothing up here in New England, so...
So, someone, as you're at the footpath, can make a spot hidden roll. You see traces of fresh blood along the path. Just little driblets, not like, you know, a big snail trail, but perhaps the other officer who's missing, maybe he went that way. Maybe he went that way too.
Something of someone's been bleeding over here a little bit. Maybe it's that other officer. Maybe we should follow it.
Nice of him to leave a breadcrumb trail.
Maybe he's got a pair of keys for these cuffs.
I hope so. No offense or anything, Bubbles.
So you guys continue on the path?
Yep.
Also, can we talk about where it says I use a trick to distract people with bubbles? What does that mean? Like, where do the bubbles come from?
It doesn't say. That's left up to your imagination.
I love that.
Yep, that's left up to your imagination. You can decide. After probably an hour or two, you guys come to a little cabin. It's made of trunks and limestone forming a single-story structure. And in spite of its apparent age, it's surprisingly well preserved. It stands on a rocky outcropping, reminiscent of an island in an ocean of vegetation. You imagine, it doesn't take much historical knowledge to see that this is a very old place, probably built by the first colonizers in this area, like the first European settlers, and for some reason it's withstood the test of time. There's a trail of wet footprints and blood that leads from the path you're on to the entrance of this cabin. What do you guys do?
He's holed up in there. Can sneak up on him.
It's old as shit.
Yeah, let's go pay him a surprise visit.
You guys think we should knock first?
Excuse me.
Was that in
I
character?
guess that answers my question.
Yeah.
Maybe we should case the joint and walk around the building to see if there's like any other doors or windows that maybe we could creep into.
There
Want to come down the chimney like Santa Claus?
Surprisingly, there are not. You can try the chimney, though.
Just the front door.
Yep, that's it.
Okay.
Eerie. A little bit eerie.
I mean, that's how old buildings are.
Yeah, they would dock and they use lanterns, right?
And the front door
Yeah.
is slightly ajar. And, if you look closely, you can see that there was a padlock, but it seems to have been, broken open with a, single shot from a .38.
Cop gun.
And next to the door, someone has left their boots covered in mud.
Do they look like
Can we
police boots
examine
or
the
like
boots?
work boots? Yeah, let's examine them bitches.
They look like copper boots.
Oh, copper top boots, huh?
They just literally on the side of them said, "I am a cop."
Yes, exactly.
Police shoes.
Police shoes do not steal.
Yeah, do not steal. It is against the law.
Yep. And you find more
I mean,
cocaine
you
in
can
there.
tell.
Back
it's
on the
like-
back, found, returned to police precinct.
Yep.
I mean,
Postage
you
guaranteed.
You also find cocaine, and it says, if found, please plant on nearest inner city.
Inner city youth.
Yes, exactly.
Oh my god.
Maybe we can lure him out. Make a noise or
I'm
something.
still willing to try the Santa Claus thing.
Said the door is ajar already, so
Yeah.
I might try to.
Careful.
I'm just gonna
Because
try
every
to
shot's
creep
got
up
one.
and peek in,
Okay. So,
and I'm trying to be quiet about it.
okay, make me a stealth roll. Yeah, so you
Yes.
pass through the threshold, and suddenly it's just completely different atmosphere. It's clean and dry, but there are no windows. And you feel that change in
Do I see
atmosphere.
anything, or it's just dark?
Well, suddenly the sounds of the forest, you don't hear them anymore. The furniture is rustic and pretty scarce. There's a table, a rocking chair, a couple of chairs, and a fireplace with a picture hanging above it.
Do I see any sign of the person in there?
Let me, Oh, Jimmy, stop it. You little shit.
God dang it, Jimmy.
He just keeps wandering around, dragging the cord to my headphones and the cord, my phone charger, like dragging them onto
Silly
the floor.
turtle.
Yeah, he can be a little shithead, but I love him.
Oh,
But
yeah.
anyways, allow me to, you also find animal bones and feathers hanging down, rattling together in the in the draft. On the table, there is an oil lamp and an old matchbox with dark, cracked, dried out stains. In one of the corners of the cabin, you see a rug made clearly of indigenous people make, with the silhouette of a horned figure woven in the center. And to one side, there was a trapdoor leading to the basement. You can make me a spot hidden roll. Yeah, you don't notice anything else. Do you want to look, take a closer look at anything?
Oh, I'm just gonna wave for motion for everyone else to come in since I don't see anybody in there.
And as you head in, suddenly you can't hear the sound of the storm.
You know, they had good insulation back then.
Are you sure about that?
Jimmy, stop it. The real Edric.
I'm gonna go up to the table that has the lantern
Okay.
matches on it.
Yeah, it's an old matchbox with dark, cracked, dried out stains.
I try to light a match.
You go in and there aren't any matches in there. But there are several human fingernails. Make me a sanity roll. Lose 1 sanity. This place is giving you the fucking creeps.
Hold
Like,
on.
oh my god, there's fingernails in here.
Yeah, I was just about to say, am I like close enough since we're attached
I would
essentially
imagine.
to see this?
I would imagine, yeah.
Okay.
So yeah.
I probably would run a roll of sanity. Oh my god! What the fuck is that?
And they're not just like
kinda
clippings, they're like actual full fingernails.
I kind of fling the matchbox and they all spill out on the table.
Okay, everybody make me
how
a
many
sanity
points
roll.
did we lose?
Just 1.
Ah,
Okay.
Okay, Jose and Claudette, neither of you lose any.
Can I see the trail of blood inside the house?
It does not say that you can, so I'm gonna say that the trail of blood seems to have stopped at the threshold. But if anybody else wants to make me a spot hidden roll,
I will.
First, since Jose has the flare, can he light the flare to light the lantern?
yes,
Okay.
because you also found a flashlight, just so you know, in the in the contents of the van.
Cool. But Jose is gonna look around
Okay, so
and
you
Nice.
69 versus 69.
hell
Let's go.
yeah,
yeah.
That's the fucking.
yeah. Check that
That's the
check that
special roll.
skill if it's not already checked. On your on Wayne's character sheet.
Oh, on Wayne's sheet.
Yeah.
Boss.
Any successes that you've made on test go on to your main character sheet.
Nice.
Except for
Wow.
physical like ability tests that are not the same. Like for example, if you made if you did like a brawl roll, you would not transfer that over. But you checking on the other side of the trapdoor, you hear a constant intermittent groan coming from underneath the trapdoor.
Hey guys, I think I found where owner of the boots went.
By the way, does anybody want to look at the painting?
Yeah, I think I'll take a look at it.
Okay. It's covered in soot and like soot and dust, and only a blurry figure can be made out, as well as some words engraved in the frame. J. Willard, 1750.
Gotcha.
Some of this may seem
Isn't
familiar
that-
to you guys.
Yeah, the cabin from way back a long time ago that we
Oh, yeah.
visited.
Yeah,
Called
the
like
name.
Willard
The
Cabin.
pig thing.
Oh yeah, you as
Yeah.
players might remember that there was a Willard involved in the Nazarene's Lot little prequel scenario to this. And you did remember hearing in the news that the party
Who's
that had
the-
been sent to assess for the Brooks Reservoir project was never found. And the search was
Yeah.
still ongoing. But they found Arnold Flaherty, or however you want to pronounce it. But he seemed a bit incoherent and was considered an unreliable witness. Though he did adamantly suggest that they bury the former town of Nazarene's Lot underneath as much water as they could put in.
Yeah.
What do you guys want to do?
Is there anything else in the room that would be of interest? Maybe the Native American carpet.
What you can
It's being
see,
made?
there's a silhouette of a horned figure woven in the center.
Like
Maybe
a goat.
Perhaps. You could see it that way.
Okay. This place gives me the creeps. I don't like it here.
At least I can't hear that fucking rain anymore.
It's too quiet for me. But
Yeah,
I won't
it's
say
eerily
anything to
silent.
you.
Like, you can't even hear, like... It seems like it's muffling noise in general. Like you're underwater. What do you guys want to do?
You think he's still got his gun under that trapdoor?
You might.
Maybe we open it up and we see.
Yeah,
Just
we
don't
pulled
put
open.
it
Just gonna-
far in.
Smack his
Wait.
nose, say, not it.
Everybody make, what's dex... We're gonna go in dex order then. Who has the lowest dexterity?
Mine's 55.
Mine's 85.
85.
Okay, so then Robo, you're the last one to smack your nose because Vico's character declared he was doing it first, so the other two
Yeah.
get. So you're gonna be first. Though
Yes, I'm
technically-
chained to you, so I had to be second.
Yeah.
Yeah, and like I try to like use the hand that's chained to you to do it, but it like gets stopped, and so like I do it with my left hand, and I'm like, not it. Oh, I guess I did. I
That's
just had to
great.
open my big stupid mouth, didn't I?
Yes, so
So,
So I walk over to the hatch.
and we looked at
to the
me
trap
follow.
door, and I look at Bubbles. You might want to stand back, just in case.
and you deliberately open it to swing and smack him in the face.
Yeah, no, I like slowly start to I open it. I slowly open it.
You would expect it to creak from like just how old this house is, but it doesn't. It silently opens, and it opens to show a
Been recent.
staircase carved out of the rocky ground. It's built in a crude, old-fashioned way. The steps are
Who has the
irregular.
flashlight?
I do.
What's that WD-40? I tell you what.
I'm gonna reach back and say, hand me the flashlight.
Jose is gonna hand you the flare that's lit.
It's getting
And
lit
lantern.
in
I'm
here.
using a flare.
He wants to keep.
Oh no, I lit the lantern with the flare, so I'll hand you the lantern.
That would make more sense. Gonna hang the lantern over near
Over near what?
to give Robo the light.
Okay.
Or I'm holding it for him.
Okay. So what do you want to do?
I look back at Bubbles. I say, "Thanks, dear." Now, I mean, I guess we gotta go further in because there's nobody right here. Let's keep going.
You can hear the sound of agitated breathing echoing clearly from deeper down below.
Sounds like my third husband.
You continue
That
down.
ragged.
Yeah.
He's either hurt real bad or I don't know. Something's off.
That or he's just
Has
sleeping
ever
off
seen,
a meatball sub.
Night of the Living Dead.
Which would be out by this point. So
Of course I have. That movie's amazing.
I think we should go down here.
I think there's zombies down there. Is that what you're saying?
That's what it sounds like to me.
Oh,
The Evil
come
Dead
on.
was way better.
Yeah, Evil Dead was amazing. Stop being a silly head. It's just a little spooky sound. You're fine.
So,
No, maybe the guy needs a CPAP machine.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
as someone who had sleep apnea for a long time, if he needs...
That ain't no joke.
Yeah, they no joke. But you see as you descend, the walls of the passageway are decorated with strange hieroglyphs, but they're mostly worn away from the passage of time. Does anybody have language Latin?
Jose's got it.
Oh, but I'm gonna say it looks like there's some Egyptian shit on the walls.
Do you want to push that? It doesn't really
This is
matter,
pro-
but it's up to you.
You know what?
Success!
Nice.
You see some Latin text engraved into the wooden beams supporting the building, and a quick glance seems to indicate they seem to be a warning of a terrible fate awaiting anyone who goes beyond this point.
Huh. Hey guys. The words in the beams, they're a warning.
What are they warning us? Warning us
I
about?
don't know. They just say not to go beyond this point or something bad's gonna happen.
Return the slab.
Well, I guess it's time to just leave. Let's go home. All right, I'm okay with that. Hey, so I found this bag of cocaine. If you guys want to do some with me.
Jose's gonna look at it. Jose's gonna. That's not cocaine, dear.
It's powdered sugar.
That's cinnamon sugar.
Now, why would a police officer have a bag of cinnamon sugar that he was going to plant on us on him? Well, I mean, I don't know if he was going to plant it, but that's
It
what I
did say.
assumed.
It
I
did
mean,
say.
there's
It does say on the
they're
bag.
skimping on the. Yeah, they're skimping on the donuts,
It
hon.
does say used for planting evidence.
Yes, it literally just says in big bold, and then it says, "If you're a cop, don't read this text."
Yeah.
If you're a cop, take a photograph of the other side.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
The other side's
It was
just
a
a blank bag.
baggie of Cinnamon Toast Crunch, but he sat on it.
Like I said, they're skimping on the donuts, hon.
And they keep
And they keep the snacks in the evidence bags. That makes whatever. I mean, okay.
I just throw the bag down on the ground then, if it's not cocaine anymore.
It doesn't make a sound when it hits the stone step.
That
You guys,
Jose is gonna be slightly disturbed by that, and he's gonna stamp his foot.
You don't really hear anything.
What?
Maybe our hearing's messed up from the crash.
Yeah, maybe, but still, that's super weird.
I can hear you guys just fine.
Yeah.
And that and the agitated breathing echoing from further below are pretty much the only things you can really hear.
Well, who knows when they wrote that crap anyway? Where else are we gonna go?
True. We don't have anywhere else to go. Might as well keep going forward.
Can't be any worse than being locked in the slammer.
But being out in the rain in the middle of the woods, he's left out to be eaten by who knows what. Come on! And I tug on Bubbles' handcuff chain and start walking down the hall.
So, the corridor.
Like this one bit.
The corridor leads to a large, damp, and gloomy natural cave. The smell of decomposing organic substrate comes from the marshy ground, where a thick, muddy swamp reaches several palms down in at its deepest point. A skylight in the rocky ceiling lets through a ray of dirty light that illuminates a mist of particles floating in the air, giving it a vivid yet primeval appearance. Anybody can make me a spot hidden roll at this point. Claudette, it makes sense that you would be able to spot this, because you would recognize these. You realize that the floor of this cavern that you're in is covered with bones. You could check and figure out what kind of bones if you stuck your hand into the swamp and pulled one out.
I kind of stop short. Huh. A ton of bones in here.
Yeah, they're underneath your feet.
What do you mean?
And I squat down to look. And I reach in and pick one up.
You pull up something out, you have to reach your hand up, you can't reach your hand around it. It's not a long bone or anything like that. It's kind of roundish. And when you pull it out, the empty eye sockets of a human skull stare right back at you. Everybody make me a sanity roll. Okay.
Claudette just kind of laughs.
Yeah, Claudette and Mason, you lose 1. Sophie and Jose, you lose 1d4. So each of you can roll me 1d4. You each lose 4. At the end of the cavern... Sorry, go ahead.
What's temporarily insane?
If you lose 5 or more in a single loss.
Oh, not a single session, just single time of losing sanity.
Yeah, and then you would have to make an intelligence roll, and if you succeed, you would suffer a bout of madness. But
okay, well, I am close to
5 or 10% of.
Oh, it's 20. If you lose a fifth or more of the sanity that you started with in a session over the course of either an in-game day or an in-game period that the GM kind of has decided on, then you go indefinitely insane.
Okay.
But at the end of the cavern, you see a human figure.
is it? I yell.
He just
Foolish.
whispers.
Stop.
He just whispers.
I can't hear you. Sorry.
He doesn't seem to really be aware of you.
He ain't acting like any cop I ever seen.
He doesn't. He's
Nah, I
not
ain't
wearing a
never
cop's
seen
uniform.
No cop like that. Should we go talk to him?
Yeah, why not?
They can get us out of these handcuffs.
Okay. As you get closer, you see that this man is completely naked and has several cuts on his skin. You recognize his face. This is the officer who was in the passenger seat of the vehicle. But
Oh god, I see his junk. What the hell?
Sir, your balls are showing.
Don't you mean
Rest
both
our-
of these nuts are showing?
Yeah.
got him.
So,
I
I
got a
guess
sanity
I guess-
seeing the naked guy there.
Oh no,
I
there's
wish I had some both of these right now. I'm hungry.
roll me luck.
Oh, okay.
and be like, well, I guess
Nope.
it's true. Cops
You-
are compensating for something.
Got him.
Nice.
Sophie, you realize that you had a sack of both of these nuts on you when you got arrested, and the cops must have eaten them.
Yeah. Those dirty pigs. They ate my nuts. They put my nuts in the mouth and then they ate them.
The man, completely impassive, staring ahead with his eyes wide open, and in and amongst bouts of babbling gibberish, he repeats a single word. Restoration, Restoration, Restoration.
I just think he's having a stroke.
In his hands, he holds what looks like an old square book with crimson covers, about 1.5 palms along each side.
I'm gonna swipe it from him.
You can try. On the cover,
Careful, Bubbles.
so opposite the kneeling officer, there's a tangle of roots spreading across the cave, covering part of the walls and the ground. So you're gonna try and swipe it?
Yeah.
Make a power roll. Okay.
Nice.
You manage to swipe it. On the cover is a strange symbol, the diagram of a crown square out of which extend 3 rays. You should see it in your handouts now.
That goddamn boxed jellyfish.
Because it's a big, stupid jellyfish. I'm sorry, the Mass Effect hand art, fucking big, stupid jellyfish will
Yeah.
never... It will live in my head rent-free for the rest of time.
Yes.
So,
I will be back in 1 second. I gotta let my dogs out.
of course.
I look over at Mason and I say, "What do you got there, honey?"
You're looking at the book.
It's pretty old looking.
Feels weird. Feels like it's made out of like leather or skin or something. Or is this the book that's
Restoration.
leathery?
Yeah, it's like it's like leather. It looks like it feels leather bound.
Is there any sign of this
Oh,
guy's clothes?
No.
Can I search for them, or are they just not there?
Make me a spot hidden roll.
Can I help him using the torch?
Yeah, you can roll with a
I'll
bonus
just roll
die.
my own.
Yeah, you can roll your own. Yeah, you don't see anything.
It's like his clothes just poofed right off his body.
I'm trying to find his belt and the keys.
Well, once FICO gets back, we'll
We might be stuck together forever. At least you're cute.
Oh damn, this is going somewhere.
Your hands off me, cougar.
It doesn't say her age, so I can't confirm nor deny whether she is a cougar.
Well, you said it sounded like the guy sounded like her husband, so I assumed she's like an older divorced woman.
No, she doesn't.
She's like,
She's just a gold digger.
yeah, she's like probably maybe like a couple years older than you, but she's not like, you know, like in her 40s or something.
No, I would say she's probably like early like mid 30s to like early late 30s.
Yeah,
Like 35 to 37.
yeah. Mason's probably like
You're not
23.
my type.
Damn, got him. Roll damage. No, I'm kidding.
I'll say, cool your jets. All I said was you're cute. As in, you're not bad to look at. And if I'm going to be stuck with you, then I might as well enjoy looking at something.
Look at this, and I flip her off.
Jeez, calm down.
Like, get the hell out of here.
Yeah, what else? Well, I guess we're waiting.
Yeah, we're
for
waiting
FICO
on.
to come
Yeah,
in.
we're waiting on FICO to come back. Let me ask you this: you've got the book. What do you do with it?
The front of it have like a title written on it or anything? That's what I would do first, try to figure out what it is.
The front of
does
it's
not.
got the squid on it.
Yep, it just has that symbol.
I'm back.
Doesn't say anything on it. I guess I'm gonna try to look on the first page.
It's a
I wonder when
language.
this was written.
It's a language you don't understand, and with that,
What the hell?
you start.
It's written in some spaghetti language.
Your vision becomes blurry, and all of you start to feel like something else is in the cavern with you. It's
God,
like
you
the
guys
cavern
feel that?
itself, like the stone is starting to pulse almost. Like it's like you're suddenly inside the digestive organ of some colossal creature.
We'll look at Bubbles
Dark,
and
I
say,
don't feel so good.
what'd you do?
Yeah, Shamnigora Fatagan.
I'm gonna drop the book. Oh god, I don't know.
And then we zoom out. Inside the forest, we can see a light moving along the old path until it reaches the end. In the flashlight of one of the officers who was traveling in the police escort car with the prison van, who has apparently caught on to your little
A
act
very clever ruse.
and has followed your tracks. It all becomes completely silent as the figure goes inside the cabin, not noticing the dirty boots left outside the door. After a
Bad
few
cop.
minutes, the echo of a scream startles a flock of birds, which scatter above the treetops. Now,
Take it we're not in the 80s anymore.
it is July 2026.
Sick.
You all
Bonnie,
wake
we're
up.
going to the future.
Yeah, you all wake up in a motel room. You're now starting to remember. 2 weeks ago, you started having horribly vivid nightmares. It was as if something inside you had been awoken. Some inexplicable instinct. Some warning of an imminent threat which is telling you to act. You have been on the run, given that you took a hostage and apparently aided a guilty murderer in escaping from custody. You're in a roadside. You remember arriving at a roadside motel called the New Indian Crow Motel near Matadero, Texas. It's an inhospitable place where the passing of time seems to be submerged in an oil slick. You remember arriving last night so as not to attract attention, and sleep very quickly must have overwhelmed you after several days of traveling through news looking for possible incidents, looking for something to show you where to pick up Ariadna's trail. Now, I can give you guys a bit of information.
Okay.
This is basically giving you kind of information that you gathered from kind of interrogation. I'll have you guys decide what you did with Cornelia and what you did with Stella. But
I feel like Stella would probably want to stick with us to see
yeah.
the shit through to the end.
Oh yeah,
She's on the wing with us.
So
She's our silent fifth protagonist
exactly.
for now.
Exactly.
We had to keep her close.
So
We need to use her.
if you guys want to read that.
I'll read it
I
out
can read
loud.
it.
Oh, go ahead.
Okay. You've had almost 2 months to study the documents from Ariadna's den and Ben May, along with interrogating Cornelia Rammstein.
Sorry, that's supposed to be
With this?
Cornelia, but whatever. That's my fault.
Cornelia.
Same difference.
Yeah.
With this, you've found the following information. The documents relate to the construction of a machine with organic components extracted from the corpses of various priests of the Children of Amalthea. The machine is an artificially intelligent creation called Mater, capable of containing the Dark Goddess's energy when the cycle completes and taking entropic control of the universe and the evolution of living beings. There are a lot of gaps in the information, though some concepts of the cycle of the Dark Goddess are gleaned from Miss Rammstein. But how to stop the transfer of the goddess's power is apparently contained within the pages of an ancient manuscript called the Restoration Codex. Both the documents and the information Cornelia Rammstein gives you. Whoever has control of the cosmic power will have the power to change the evolution of all living creatures in the universe and create new species modeled at their whim.
Now, everybody count up the sanity that you lost in the dream. So as your convex.
Okay.
1 whole sanity.
I think I only lost 2.
So divide it by 2, rounding down, and that's how much sanity your real characters lost.
Awesome.
And you guys can decide what you would have done during that let's see, that would make that 2-month period. Like whether you would have like sought, mental mental illness treatment, which gives you a chance to kind of regain some sanity. You could choose to dedicate that to bettering a skill, in which case per month you would get I'll say like, because it's a guarantee, I'll say that you'd get like maybe 1d6 for a month of like intensely studying with a particular skill.
And how long has it been?
It's been 2 months.
Okay. So that should also mean that our hit points are
Oh yeah, your hit points
also
are
back to full.
Yeah, and any major
Okay.
wounds, we can pretty much safely assume that you probably got treatment for, and you should still mark down that, like, if you had broken ribs, like, you probably have, like, you're gonna have fracture calluses there.
Oh, right.
But, yeah. So,
The wrong button.
no worries.
Also, would we be able to roll for skill,
Oh yeah, we're gonna do the investigator
skill
development.
improvement.
Yeah, we're gonna do
Okay, cool,
skill
cool.
improvement now, as well as luck improvement. So just roll all of the skills that you have checked off, and if you fail, roll a d10 and add that to your skill.
And then you said we could also spend 2d6s, like 1d6 per month on a skill to improve it as well for the 2 months.
Yeah, unless
Alright,
you want to say that you were seeking like mental help, in which case you can potentially gain some sanity back.
No,
Yeah,
I didn't
I'm
lose.
gonna say Wayne is definitely seeking help.
Okay.
Wayne needs some sanity back.
Okay. In what form do you want to seek that help? Because you can have like it's going to be based on like based on your credit rating. Because
I mean, can I say, since Wayne is a professional psychiatrist, can he reach out to his colleagues and talk with them?
Absolutely. And so I'm going to give you let's see, roll me what's a suitable I guess, you know what? I'm not going to make you roll for it. What's your psychoanalysis skill?
My psychoanalysis is 70.
Okay. So then, roll me, we're going to say that, this is effectively private care. So, roll me a,
Didn't matter anyway.
So do we roll a d10?
No,
only
I
if you
rolled
fail.
2d6.
Yeah, only if you
I
fail.
rolled 2d. Never mind.
Oh, what? Oh, you rolled 2d6 for what skill?
Nothing.
Oh.
Nothing. I rolled 2d6 for first aid. I was gonna do on first aid, and I got a 3. And then I rolled 1d6 and 1d6, and I got a 3. So it didn't matter which way I rolled it; it was still the same results. I'm sorry. I was just cracking up to that.
That's
Wait,
great.
do we
So,
roll a d6 for improvement rolls or a d10?
it's a d10 if you fail. It's a d6 if you, like, for the, like, month dedication one where it's a guaranteed increase. If you're doing when you're doing, like, the development phase improvements, it's going to be a d10 if you failed your skill roll.
Okay, so I blew it on all of my skill improvements.
Do you want to have spent the last 2 months, like, working with skill?
No.
Okay. Do you want to have done anything like trying to recover sanity?
I guess Miles would.
And I will allow you, if Wayne would allow Miles the access to his contacts, I will allow you to both do the same way.
I mean, I'm pretty sure that Wayne would enjoy group therapy.
Okay. Anybody who wants to get in on that? Except for Shannon, you were too dedicated to working with your mad skills.
Yeah, I've been real dedicated in learning first aid, which it didn't work that well, but also I've just been like, I've basically been searching the deep web, the dark web, for any kind of information on the shit that's happened to us, basically.
Yeah, and that's probably how you got most of the information that you got in that handout.
Yeah.
Now,
So, Camille would have gone to some AA meetings, like just in whatever town they happened to be in. She would have just found some kind of meeting she could go to and just go to it. That would have been her.
So then, I'm gonna say for that,
Her version of therapy, I guess.
yeah. So then, roll me a D100. Okay, you just barely succeed. And, so roll me, I'm gonna say 1d4 plus 1d3. Okay, so you were regain 3 sanity, and if you had, if you were indefinitely insane, you can untick that box and reset the counter for, you know, your new kind of current sanity.
Okay.
Now, Wayne and Miles, you guys can roll me a D100 each. Okay. Wayne, you're good. And then, Miles?
Heath, also, you might want to switch back to your other character instead of Claudette.
There we go. I have both character sheets open.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
So,
I see.
So both Miles and Wayne, you guys gained 1d6 plus 1d3 sanity, and if you have indefinite insanity checked, you can uncheck it, and then again, I mean, everybody can reset their indefinite insanity like number, because we're at a new session. But if you were indefinitely insane, the 3 of you, if any of you were, uncheck that. You'll still have that like the kind of underlying like madness, like for example, if you were given a phobia or obsession, like that will kind of manifest potentially either in temporary or another indefinite insanity bout, or even just, it might just be part of your character now, but you have more control over it.
Sure.
So, everybody got that?
All right.
Could Camille also have worked on like library use or something?
Oh yeah. So
this time.
yeah, roll me a d6 and add that to your library use.
Thinking of something that Camille would actually do, probably library.
Oh
Right.
yeah.
And
So
4.
yeah, so then add 4, and that's everything. So
I'm gonna roll mine now.
okay.
That's
You divide it by 0.
4.
Oh yeah. So
that's.
yeah. So roll a d10 and
I don't know why it's doing the floor of 0.
yeah, that's weird.
Hmm.
What the
There's
fuck?
What the hell?
I just clicked on it, and I don't know what that is.
What did you click on?
I see. The floor
floor.
69 out of 0.
Oh, huh. That's weird. Huh. I got it to work.
Maybe. I'm wondering if he's got something like checked on his
Yeah, let me
On his
just close out
player sheet.
Yeah.
my character sheets and reopen them.
Were you in edit mode, maybe?
I possibly.
But yeah, if
Yeah,
if you failed on any of them, then roll a d. Just roll a writ. Okay. Yeah. So track, roll a d10 and add to that. So now you have that'll be 22 in track. So a substantial improvement.
Oh yeah.
Roll.
Okay, roll me a d10. You're now at 45 brawl.
Nice.
Anything else?
Let's see. Nope. Not for Latin.
Biology.
Hey,
Roll.
biology.
Yeah, roll a d10. You're at a whopping 56. So right in between the roll, the failure result and the success result. That's great. I love that. That's perfect. So, you've all woke up, and after that surreally vivid dream, you can recall every single detail of what happened. You recall, like, the names that you were referred to as, the van accident, the swampy smell of the basement, and that book that crazy officer was holding in his hands.
We remember. Do we recognize that we all had the same dream? I guess.
That's a question of whether or not you, guys decide to talk to each other.
We're all at this motel, correct?
Yep.
Okay. What time is it?
It's like bright in the morning.
Okay.
It's completely
I'm assuming
peaceful. Like
that the two guys got a room and the two girls got a separate room.
3 girls, you mean? Since I have to make sure that I
Yeah.
have,
Oh yeah, I forgot.
Yep.
Yeah.
do I have? Oh yeah, I'm gonna move her into backup piece.
I was just talking about us. I forgot she was with us too.
Yeah, she's there. She's just silent and doesn't do anything until I
Figured
decide
enough.
that
Until
there's.
she needs to.
Yeah,
Until such time as she is needed.
exactly. She's basically in a pocket dimension.
So yeah, I probably, I don't know if Camille and I wake up at the same time, but I'd like to think that it's like one of those scenes from a movie where like we wake up at the same time and I go, "Did you just have a weird?" And Camille goes, "Dream."
I love
And then
it.
we tell each other exactly how our dreams felt and smelled and how we were standing next to each other, but we weren't us. And
Camille's gonna be
too.
a little more shook too because she didn't realize that she was in a dream during the dream.
Yeah.
Everybody else
Yeah.
passed the sanity or the intelligence check, but
Oh,
Camille
you're
had
right.
just now realized that she was in a dream.
Yeah, if your character was originally thinking it was indigestion or simple chance, let me know if you've gone outside yet.
I say we should get dressed and get ready and go see if the guys have the same experience. So we do that. Now we're
Okay.
outside.
So,
I feel
Camille,
like
if you had thought that that nightmare was just a weird chance event, the 100 or so dead birds spread around the area outside the motel indicate otherwise. And
Uh-oh.
because I'm gonna be nice, I'm not gonna make you roll the sanity. Because you
What?
just got that back.
Just be like, what is this?
It's not right.
I,
That's all I know.
you just Wayne's gonna just hop outside with a pot of coffee in his hands. Look at you, look at the birds, and like, oh yeah, there was the storm that came through last night. Freak accident with the birds. It was on the news earlier.
When Wayne comes out of the door, you can hear Miles still snoring loudly.
His snoring was so loud that it burst the eardrums of the birds.
Wayne. Okay, the birds. I'm just not even gonna ask. But did you have a weird dream?
If you mean I thought that I was Mexican for a little bit. Oh, wait, no, sorry, not Mexican, Cuban.
Okay, I think we were in the same dream.
Was it a dream? Or was it something different?
It's too early in the morning for this.
Well, that's
Also,
why I made coffee.
I don't recall hearing any storm last night.
That's right, you didn't.
Huh.
All
I
you
wonder why
remember
the
is...
news was like. Wait, I'm sorry, I put on a VHS tape. Why did I have a VHS recording of... Was that Twisters that I was playing?
Twisters on VHS in 2026.
Where did you get a VHS player?
Don't ask me. That's an old-ass motel.
Roll sanity. The fact that there's a VHS player in a motel in 2026.
In an unmarked
No, more the fact that Wayne knows how to operate a VHS player.
But
honestly, I wouldn't be surprised if that was like the one electronic that he did know how to operate.
Anything manufactured after 1990, Wayne just explodes.
Yeah, exactly.
So, yeah.
Like, he has to operate 1980s technology.
That's why he was so comfortable in the dream.
He's like, I'm more of a fan of the Betamax, really, than the VHS.
Yeah, I mean, Laserdisc was cool, but it kept on spinning weird for me.
Oh my god. Fuck.
It's just a big cassette tape.
Betamax, dude. Oh my god. Anyways.
While you guys are talking about this, Kaminsky finally gets up and he just basically throws on the clothes that he left on the floor by his bed and comes out.
It's literally the same clothes he's been wearing for the last 3 months. Sorry.
Some stupid looking Justin Bieber looking kid named Bubbles.
Yeah, and you were attached to my
I don't know where the
arm,
bubbles came from.
Just broad from New Jersey.
Yeah.
Wait, you were that fat bitch in my dream?
I mean, fat. I mean, come on now. She wasn't that. I mean, yeah.
She was curvy. She was full figured.
Yeah, she was full figured.
I thought she looked good.
You wouldn't know what to do with a woman
I mean,
like
I
that.
thought she looked wonderful, but I mean,
things are about to get weird.
But anyways,
my drink character was all creepy. She kept wanting to kill everyone.
Yeah, I kind of got that vibe from her.
Wait, so we were all experiencing the same thing?
I don't think that was a dream. I think
I mean, there's no way. Happened. I've never had a dream where I was someone else. That was like being in a different mind entirely.
Yeah.
Wait, y'all have never dreamt that you were a mascot?
Guess that wasn't a dream, Wayne.
Wayne, make me a psychoanalysis or psychology roll. So, you know that it is basically impossible for a human being to have a dream where they, are not physically themselves. Like, they might be wearing a costume or something, or a mask. But, to look in the mirror and be in a dream and, see someone else and look down and be someone else is... It seems to
break your brain.
Yeah, it seems to be basically not... The human mind isn't capable of kind of conjuring that up in a dream. And that's actually
Wait a minute,
real.
you guys don't think that we weren't... Remember last time we saw that article about that guy who looked like Wayne? And I said I had that dream.
I mean, I keep telling you, I don't see the resemblance.
Make a fast talk roll.
No one's buying it.
Nobody. Not even for a second.
Remember everyone's name again.
Where did we? Where was that? The place that we crashed in the dream.
You can actually remember.
I think it was Nazarene's Lot.
Yeah, you remember it was somewhere in northeast Massachusetts, and you remember the date, October 7th, 1984.
Have we found anything in our research that correlates with that?
I
mean, would we recognize Nazarene's Lot from researching anything?
Probably not.
Okay.
But
we should look into that.
I think this is
you definitely
too
remember
meta for me.
Sorry,
to
what?
tell Shannon to look up on her on the computer any old news articles about a police van crash.
No, that's literally exactly what I was gonna have you do intelligence rolls to tell you to do. If you didn't think of it yourselves. So.
Hey, Shannon. Go look up on the computer something about, a police van crash back in the 80s and
I'm already typing in because I already saw the exact date through the dream, right?
Yep.
On that paper and shit or whatever. So I'm already typing in the exact date, the location. I'm doing my hacker girls stuff.
Okay. So
do you want me to roll computer use or?
Yeah, roll me computer use, and then somebody can roll me library use.
Let's go.
It's got it in library use.
Give a shot.
Okay.
All right.
Nice. And remember to check off your skills. So, Camille, or Shannon, I'm going to give you, you find...
Yeah, so...
If you want to read those.
I found a couple newspaper articles that describe something that sounds right. First one says a prisoner transport van has disappeared after the storm. Storm and poor weather conditions on the roads in this area have caused an accident involving the van. This left the vehicle carrying the prisoners isolated, as well as a patrol car driven by the penal officers. Guilford, New Hampshire. Report. This Monday, October 8th, 1984, the latest news we have about the prisoner van is that it was destined for state prison MCI Concord, but took a detour last night because of the flooding of one of the provisional waterways built for the new Brooks Reservoir. The storm and poor weather conditions on the roads in this area caused the van to have an accident and left the vehicle, which was carrying the prisoners, totally isolated, as well as a patrol car with penal officers. A spokesperson for Massachusetts Correction Department, MadDoc, that's a cool fucking acronym, did not wish to make any statement about the incident until further details are available. We still do not know the exact number of prisoners who were traveling in the van, nor the identities of the sentences they are serving. However, the community of Guilford, a town close to where the van went missing, called a meeting upon hearing the news in order to mobilize a group of local residents who have been monitoring the main roads into the town throughout the morning. AWW, organizer of the Residents Initiative, has declared that no stranger will come into Guilford without a justifiable reason and without showing their ID. That sounds like the fucking beginning to Rambo. Mm-hmm. Anyways, at Guilford newspaper, we promise to keep our readers informed with a special edition focusing on this news story. Prisoners escaped during transfer. Guilford, New Hampshire. Report. Yesterday afternoon, the vehicle transporting the prisoners to State Prison MCI Concord last Sunday was found. The vehicle, a van property of the Massachusetts Correction Department, MadDoc, showed signs of having undergone a serious accident, which occurred on the regional highway, which crosses the forested area to the north of Guilford.
The search for fugitives and the agents traveling in the crash van has paralyzed works on the new reservoir. According to a member of the search team, the vehicle lost control on the road and fell down a slope until it collided with a tree trunk at high speed. The accident caused the vehicle to catch fire, which may have caused the death of some of its occupants. The rain and the storm have erased any possible trace of the survivors, who appear to have hidden in the deepest part of the woods. And in the next newspaper article, it says, survivor of the disappeared prison transport found. Guilford, New Hampshire, report. More than a week has passed since the disappearance of the prisoner transport convoy from New Hampshire to state prison MCI Concord, Massachusetts, with no trace of any survivor until today. At 10:40 p.m. last night, a private car which was driving along Massachusetts Route 28 at the intersection of Middlesex Fells Nature Reserve identified a person lying in a ditch. It was the patrol car driver of the stricken prisoner convoy, federal agent Peter Delphin, who presented with several burns and signs of dehydration. Delphin has been admitted to Massachusetts General Hospital, Boston, where his injuries will be treated, and an officer will record his statement in an attempt to clarify what happened in this accident. Work on the Brooks Reservoir has resumed. Guilford, New Hampshire, report. Today, November 28th, 1984, the Brooks Reservoir project has the go-ahead to resume construction works. Within a few weeks, the reservoir will be diverted via provisional waterways to the new dam. A month ago, the works were halted as a result of the accident of a prisoner transport convoy destined for state prison MCI Concord, from which there was only one survivor, Peter Delphin, state agent and sole witness of the accident, stated that the other members of the convoy died in the accident. Until today, the remains of the deceased have not been found, and according to declaration from the Winslow counselor, each day that goes by without the project progressing generates economic costs, which in a few days could make it impossible to continue. The decision means that work will continue once again.
And then Camille, you find some relevant excerpts from an interesting little book. I'll show you the first. There are 2 pages, but I'll show you the first one first. If someone wants to read that out loud for the class.
Okay. Folklore and legends of the native peoples of North America. In the state of New Hampshire, in the area surrounding White Mountain Forest National Park, there are several places of power which were used in the past by natives to celebrate their rituals in the name of an animistic entity related to nature. These places are unknown to us today, but some of the first colonizers established contact with the remote tribes and kept on these rites and primitive ceremonies that had existed prior to the presence of the white man on the new continent, as they shared their knowledge with them. Another historical curiosity of folkloric interest about the region is the old village of Nazarene's Lot, built at the end of the 17th century after the Salem witch trials, and which is now an abandoned village submerged under the waters of Brooks Reservoir. Some legends are rumored about demonical possession and the presence of ancient supernatural beings there, which grant protection to its inhabitants. As an anecdote, I will say that I had experiences, at least unexplained experiences, in this place. This is why, a couple of years ago, I was surprised to hear the news about a somewhat strange event connected to the disappearance of a vehicle which was transporting prisoners to Boston. The investigation into this accident, carried out by the competent authorities, came to a dead end due to a lack of evidence and witnesses. They only found the remains of the vehicle inside the wooded area, with no trace of the occupants, and after a few days, only one survivor.
And now I will share with you the other page that you found that kind of continues on from there. So, you noticed that this book was written by one Arnold Flaherty. And you recognize that name? Because in the stories that Bruno Wachowski told you about the events in Austin, Maine, and, Geraldine, his niece, and about his apparent mysterious, possibly not staged, but possibly under foul circumstances death in a fire in the chapel of Austin in 1987. But yeah,
I will continue then. The strange case of Peter Delphin. Peter Delphin, a penal officer, was found unconscious dozens of miles from the supposed accident, which threw a van off the road during a prisoner transfer destined for Boston. On the night of the accident, an electrical storm forced the state agent's convoy to change route and go along the regional highway close to Nazarene's lot. The place was inhospitable and wild, a dense wooded mass predating the presence of man on the earth. For no explicable reason, the official revealed that the vehicle was struck laterally and pushed off the road. After the impact, the vehicle caught fire, leaving no trace of its occupants. Peter Delphin and his colleague were traveling in the prison van's patrol car, but because of the storm and the lack of radio contact, they arrived too late to see what had happened. According to the interrogation that Mr. Delphin later underwent, he remembers nothing before being found in the place near the accident and waking up in Massachusetts Central Hospital. Nothing yet. However, one only has to see his disfigured face to imagine the horror that must remain in his mind, similar to mine, which will haunt him until the end of his days, in his nightmares. Maybe for this reason, a year after being found unconscious and with no memory of what happened, Peter Delphin was transferred to McKee Mental Hospital in Belmont, thanks to an anonymous benefactor who covers the costs of his care and accommodation in this prestigious place.
Wonder who the hell that was, chances. I'll bet you it was that goddamn law firm or whatever, whoever it was that hired us.
It could be.
They got the bankroll for stuff like that.
It's weird that, well, what's his name? Arnold Flaherty.
yeah.
You know, he wrote this book and he makes reference to things that he saw too, so this kind of lines up. Something definitely happened in those woods.
So,
Don't get it. How the hell were we there?
son wanted us to see it.
Also, Robo, I don't know if it's just me, but your mic sounds different now.
Yeah, it's because I was standing up. I was just
Okay.
stretching out. I was
Yep.
hot. I was getting hot, and I needed to stretch out. And shit, my
Getting all
bad.
hot and bothered.
Yeah, I
I
was
was just making sure your
honestly.
input didn't change on you or something.
Oh,
Yeah, no, I was just a little bit further away from the mic.
Yeah, all that talk with the New Jersey character got him all hot and bothered. He had to stand up.
Yeah, no,
I'm sorry.
it just gets very hot in my bedroom.
Oh, I get that. Anyways, what do you guys want to do?
So, I'm sure it's a coincidence that that van crash prevented Brooks Reservoir from continuing, and then that
least
same
for a little
reservoir
while.
put Nazarene's lot underwater later.
It was actually the reservoir was continuing construction. Then all of a sudden, it was halted for a little bit after the accident, and then, based on the newspaper articles, construction continued like about a month later.
It's also interesting that the sole survivor got put into what looks to be a very fancy mental hospital.
That's what I was commenting on.
Yeah.
I think. God dang it! What's the company that hired us called?
Hermes Rammstein.
Yeah.
By the way,
I
what did
feel
you
like
guys do with
Hermes-
Cornelia?
She's in the trunk of the car. No.
Still, I like that.
Still,
Just
Chained
note,
up in the bathroom.
you left her chained to a radiator in a fucking.
she
in a fucking truck
did you
stop
guys
bathroom.
Did you guys pull the remains of the mascot costume out, or did we just leave that?
We probably just left it.
Ah, damn.
Yeah, I don't think we could have kept on to it, really.
I mean, you could always find another mascot.
We haven't been to a ball game since.
As far as you know, yeah.
But it is football season coming up.
Oh, yeah.
Actually, no, it is football season. Because it's in October, right?
No, right now you're in July.
Ah, July. Okay, so actually it is still baseball season.
Yeah, but, anyways.
So,
Also, we're in Texas in July, so.
Oh, yeah, yeah. But surprisingly, this particular area is, you know, decently pleasant. You're in northern Texas. Like I said, I gave you, near Matadero, which I don't know where that is because I don't know shit about Texas, but all my Texans in the comment section will be able to tell me exactly where Matadero, Texas is.
Did you guys know that all my exes live in Texas? I'm sorry.
God damn it.
Only thing I know about Texas is it's big.
Yeah.
Hell yeah, everything's big in Texas.
Everything's bigger in Texas. Woo-wee! Sorry.
That's right.
I don't know. I want to say the quote from Full Metal Jacket, but it's
Oh, yeah, I know the one.
Yeah.
The only thing that come from Texas are steers and other
Steers and
steers who
queers.
like them.
Nice. I like that version.
It's the way to be safe.
Yes, exactly.
But, anyways.
All right. So what are our options as to what we could do?
Well,
Where is there somewhere we could go?
Now I want to see a politically correct Full Metal Jacket reenactment.
that would be very
Yeah,
funny.
that would
But
be
it's just like,
hilarious.
it's like just dubbed over with like someone with a complete, not even trying to make a similar voice. It's just like text to speech.
Seems like we might have to make a trip to New England.
Road trip.
Remember that you also
Road
have little computers in your pocket.
I do
so-
have a computer and a big computer in my backpack.
Yeah, if you wanted to like kind of look up, see if you could find some information, like about the hospital or something like that.
Okay.
guys in that dream. At the end, I picked up the book. I wonder if that book is still out there somewhere.
Probably is.
I bet it is. Wonder if we could find that same spot. If we go to New England.
That particular
Okay,
spot,
what?
that particular spot, would be submerged by the reservoir as far like. But
Oh yes,
You
that's
are-
right.
yeah, but you could find you do feel in it like some sort of like invisible force, and I'm not being meta with this. Like you feel like some sort of presence or something like guiding you.
Okay.
Almost
Okay.
like a
Isn't I
magnet.
just
If,
after that dream, I just feel like we gotta go there.
if what we saw wasn't just a dream and it was really what happened then, we don't really know what happened to those prisoners. They got the
No.
book and then our dream ended, but we don't really know where they went or what happened to them.
You did
Do
get
we
that
have-
outro scene. Like that actually was part of your dream. The kind of fade out with the officer entering the building and then the few minutes of silence followed by the horrified scream.
Yeah, but I assumed that was him discovering his partner and maybe what happened to
It
the
could be.
prisoners, but we don't know really what happened to the prisoners.
Oh
really.
no, I'm just making sure that you guys know that that was also part of the dream, that's all.
Yeah. I was also looking on the like list of names of scions, and I don't think any of our names were on that list. Like the names of the people from the 80s were on that list. So that has nothing to do with anything. Shannon's gonna start looking into the McKay Mental Hospital in Belmont
Okay.
on
So
her laptop.
it's it's a Harvard affiliated hospital. It is a very distinguished and private institution. It's known for some of the famous celebrities who have checked themselves in as patients. Again, it is part of the Harvard Medical School facilities, where one of the most renowned neuroscientific research programs in the world is still ongoing.
Okay.
Now, are you on their website?
Yeah, I'm looking at their website.
Make a computer use roll.
Okay.
Okay. You're able to find something interesting.
All right. Guys, I found something. It's the mission chart for Peter Delphin.
Found
hold
that
on.
just on their website.
It wasn't like easily accessible. Like you had to go
I-
through back doors.
Yeah, I explained to him. I said, no, it wasn't just on their website. I was able to find a way in to their secure part through their open website.
There was a
So
1x1 pixel button that you located.
Yeah.
Hyperlinked
Exactly.
straight to this form.
Exactly.
I like that.
I don't even know why I asked. I don't understand that computer
Yeah, it's
language
all right, old
stuff
man.
anyway.
All right, so Peter Philip Delphin. He was born July 11th, 1954. Blah, blah, blah. Responsible Party Evergreen Incorporated.
You guys
Note
know
that
what
down.
that
I'm going to
is.
have to look.
You
Who
already
is
know.
that?
You already know what that is, because it was referenced in the events of Chapter 2, which Bruno Wachowski
Isn't
relayed
that-
to you.
Isn't that that one of the groups that's associated with the Children of the Mafia?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, they're down as the authorized legal representative of Peter Delphin here.
And
There's
Jay Evergreen. That's got to be
There's-
Jonas.
Yep. Reason for admission: PTSD. Gold Series treatment. Letissa Morton. Program for patients with dissociative and traumatic disorders. Proctor House. 1085. Blah 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 blah. And then yeah, we got a signature. Yeah, you're right. It's got to be Jonas Evergreen, right?
Yeah.
So that's who paid for the services. Okay. But why? I mean, I know why.
Maybe. I'm quiet.
You
but
also
keep them pacified.
find a
Maybe they're trying to get into his head.
list of permitted visitors permitted by the patient. Where you see the names in the authorized visitors list. You see, let's see, Shannon McCready and Miles Kaminsky among the list of visitors permitted by the patients. And
Why the hell would our...
according to the
Okay.
latest update, which you're able to find with your successful computer use roll, this list of visitors was modified this past night.
Somebody
night-
put our names on this. Someone put our names on this list last night.
Yeah, which means Shannon and Miles, roll me sanity.
What the fuck is going on?
Okay, Shannon, you only lose 1.
And we got
Miles, roll me
that sanity
1d4.
of steel.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to figure out a way to make you see
To
another
break me?
Yep. Okay.
Yeah.
So Miles, you lose 2.
Shannon wants to believe.
Shannon's gonna find a video with evidence and watch it, but it's actually one of those scare videos where after like 20 seconds, like face pops up on the screen.
Yes.
Automatic sanity fail.
Yep,
Jump
automatic
scare
sanity
video.
fail. Lose 1d20.
Almost like they knew we didn't have the dream, or they knew we had.
Well, why is it just us?
There are other names on there.
I mean, like, why isn't Camille and Wayne's name on there?
You get a
Why
feeling
just-
that there was some level of randomness, but some bit of you knows that at least some of you, like, were meant
Right.
to be on that list. Which ones?
Right. It doesn't really matter.
I think
Yeah.
it would make Miles paranoid, though,
Oh, absolutely.
that some others setting a trap for him. How do they know these things? Where they're always one step ahead. It's like they're in our heads.
Camille's like pouting, like, why didn't I get put on the creepy list? This is so unfair.
Okay, I'm gonna say that you have to put that as like a vibe for your character's personality now.
She just gets jealous.
Yeah, she gets
Toxic jealousy.
she just gets jealous of like
Like,
Not
oh, why
getting
didn't I get
included.
assaulted?
yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
They didn't think I was cute.
Yeah, exactly. Like that's gonna be because
Why
I
did the
Oh,
old not
jeez.
pick me?
yeah because I
Do they
think
not think I'm pretty enough?
yeah exactly like why didn't the monster try to kill me?
That's so funny.
Yeah, I love that. Yeah, because we're gonna really start bringing out the character in these characters now. So, what do you guys want to do now?
We're going on a road trip.
Yeah, we
Going to
definitely have
Buc-ee's
to go
first.
to.
Yeah.
We gotta go to Massachusetts now. We're going to Buc-ee's. Let's go. I've never
Wait,
been.
where-
Yeah, you guys can go to
I
Buc-ee's
mean-
on the way out of Texas.
Oh yes.
You can get a. Doesn't Buc-ee's have like a mascot uniform?
Yes.
Probably.
Wayne.
I am literally looking at the picture on Wikipedia of the Buc-ee's
Yes.
mascot costume.
Okay, post it in chat, and then I'm gonna say, if you give me either 5 luck or 1d4 sanity, you get it for free.
Oh no.
Dude. How much luck do you have?
Oh yeah, did you guys remember to
oh.
roll for luck improvement?
No,
Oh,
no, we
no,
did not.
no.
Okay, everybody roll luck, and if you fail, add 1d10.
Let's go. Let's go.
Okay, Miles, because you fumbled, I'll let you roll 2d10 and choose the higher one.
Oh, that's fucking awesome.
So, yeah, so Wayne and, oh, yeah, so Shannon, your luck is up to 62.
That's hot. Oops, I didn't mean to roll luck again.
Oh,
Sorry.
yeah.
Wait, they're
So,
both threes. Lovely.
I'll let you roll another one. Until you get 2 numbers that are different from each other. Okay,
I'm
I guess
taking
it's 3.
3.
Yep.
Three's the number of the night tonight, I'm telling you.
Yeah, it really is.
There's been a lot of threes tonight.
So, yeah. Basically what happens is, so, Wayne, do you want to trade that luck or 1d4 sanity to get the Buc-ee's mascot?
Oh, I'll trade the 3 luck.
Okay. Yeah. So lower your
Yeah,
luck
that's
by
a good
3.
call.
That's easy enough.
Yeah. And then add Buc-ee's mascot uniform to your treasured possessions.
Oh, that's so dope.
I might choose to do something with that if you go indefinitely or temporarily insane again. Or rather, when.
I love the idea that like we all walk into Buc-ee's, we lose sight of Wayne for like literally 0.5 seconds. We turn around and Wayne is just standing there wearing the Buc-ee's uniform.
And then you like, I go in, you don't see me, you wander around for like an hour, you come back, you just see Wayne is in the costume with the head off and just is completely decked out in paraphernalia.
I've got my like
and like
quadruple XL
he
drink,
just
and
has
I'm just like,
like
what the
just
hell?
bags and bags of just stuff. He's
Will-
like,
Will you allow me to give your character an obsession with mascots?
yes, that is
Yeah, put that.
perfectly fine.
Yeah, put that in your character. I'm not gonna give it like any gameplay implications until you have either a bout of madness or go indefinitely insane again.
I love
But-
I think it should have some gameplay implications, definitely.
yeah.
Eventually.
Oh yeah, eventually. I just don't
think-
want to like suddenly start giving out penalties for
Right,
fun
right.
role playing. But
Yeah.
I like to think that it's part of our therapy. We discovered that
yeah, I'll say that.
Wayne likes to retreat into the safety of a costume.
Yeah, because it's
Yeah.
dissociating. Like he
We all wear masks in life.
exactly. Now, basically, what happens is as soon as you guys do road trip, you feel the world spinning, and then all of a sudden you zoom out, and it's like a colored map of the United States, and you just see like a little car going like along the highways, and you
A
see
little
the
wacky map, and it's like looping around and going to all these
yeah, like
random places.
yeah, exactly.
We're like, oh, can we stop at the world's largest yarn?
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. You know what? For that,
The biggest
you guys
ball
are
of
gonna
twine in Minnesota.
yeah, if you guys are gonna take time to do some sightseeing, I'll give you each 1d4 sanity. As long as you each come up with one.
Yeah, hold on. There's a town in Illinois that has a bunch of like really large things, like world's largest rocking chair and world's largest mailbox and shit like that. So I gotta figure out. Hold on, I'm gonna figure out what the name of the town is. But that's where
Well, I mean,
say
if we're
we
going
go.
up that way, we can go by Cedar Point, which has
Yes.
most roller coasters in a single theme park.
And
and,
doesn't it have the fastest roller coaster?
Not anymore.
Yeah, that's right. It used to be. Top Thrill Dragster used to be, right?
Yep, it used to be, and it's now King Dakar.
And-
Well, if you want tallest, King Dakar is out. If you want fastest, that's out in Italy at the Ferrari.
Where you just
That's
drive
right.
a Ferrari down a track, down a fucking
Well,
road.
no, like they actually have it where there's a roller coaster where instead of launching you up, they launch you straight, so that you can get much faster.
Oh, nice.
Gosh. What is
Yeah, we went
that?
to. I said my thing was Casey, Illinois, the big thing, small town.
Okay,
It's got the world's largest rocking chair, wind chime, and mailbox.
okay. And then, Wayne, yours was Cedar Point.
Yep.
Camille.
Oh wow. Okay.
1d4.
Sorry. I apparently have not been updated on the lore of roller coasters in a while.
Mhm.
So Cedar Point does now, in fact, actually have the tallest roller coaster again.
Hell yeah.
They renamed it.
Top Thrill 2.
Oh no, they came out with a sequel.
They came out with a sequel.
Top Thrill, the Squeakquel.
However,
Electric
there
Boogaloo.
might be another one in Saudi Arabia, but I don't think that it's actually open yet.
Yeah, so it doesn't count.
Yeah.
So
It
Yeah,
does
don't
not
count.
count yet because it's not actually open yet.
yeah, we don't know if it's going to be a screaming metal death trap.
Yeah.
So
I mean, it is actually. Was Red Force the fastest one? Yeah, I think Red Force was. What? Oh shit! They closed King Dakar. Dang.
Anyways,
Okay.
Cheese, Heath, you guys got someplace to stop at? So you
I
can get
think
some sanity back?
I'm mapping out this trip that we're taking. It actually kind of makes sense. Northern
Yeah.
Texas to Illinois and then Ohio.
on God.
On God. For real, for real.
Ohio's got talent.
Oh, you know what? We should go to Niagara Falls.
Yeah, that works. That's a
Yeah.
classic.
Hell yeah. Cheese, you got a place we could stop?
Trying to think.
I mean, I know.
You get to roll.
Because I grew
You get
up
to
in
roll
New England.
1d4 for sanity too. Just so you know.
Yeah.
I already rolled mine. I'm back up to max. It's gonna be real hard to break me.
Challenge accepted.
Hell yeah, let's go.
Okay, and then
Just say. Trying to think what's near the other places.
I mean, you could also do something closer to your destination.
All right, we're going to Hershey Park.
There you go.
Yes.
Okay, so you've
Perfect.
all, yeah. So you guys
Chocolate.
all, there's like a compilation of like each of these places. Wayne is obviously in his Bucky's mascot outfit in all of them.
Yeah, this is the point where we have the montage and we're all like running through like dancing and eating chocolate and like riding roller coasters.
Yeah, and in the background there's like this looming shadow of an elder god in all of the pictures.
Yeah.
But the elder
Yeah,
god
but
is
every
like
once-
giving a thumbs up.
I was gonna say every once in a while the Elder God can't help but smile just a little bit, just in the corner of his mouth, just a little tiny smile, like yeah, they're having a good time.
Yeah, and like holding like a souvenir mug from each place.
Yeah. He's got a really big mug from Casey.
Yeah, exactly. You're like
Just some kind of like.
It's actually it actually looks like a normal sized mug in his hand.
yeah, exactly.
Or their tentacle hand.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And
You
like
know
you
what I mean.
see like a bunch of postcards on an eldritch refrigerator.
Yes.
But anyways,
I love it.
you guys eventually arrive in Belmont, Massachusetts, and for convenience's sake, we'll say that by staying in like various accommodations, you've been able to get here. Let's see, what day was it? Did I say what day of the week it was when you left? I don't think I did. Okay, so
Maybe you did, but
I don't think I did because I
excuse
wasn't
me.
thinking. So
that's all right.
you know what? Somebody roll me a 1d7.
I got you. Oh, 1d7.
5.
Come on. There we go.
So, let's see. Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday. It's a Thursday. And, you guys arrive at McKee Hospital. You turn in and, let's see. So, you go down the road. It kind of splits, and then you go to the left, and you go to you follow signs for Proctor House. So you go left at the first split, and then you take a right, and then you take another left, and then another right. So, visiting hours are 4 to 8 p.m. Monday to Friday. It's a building, Proctor House is a building in the colonial style from the end of the 19th century. It's surrounded by parks with hardwood trees. It's quite peaceful. And the presence of medical and psychiatric professionals goes unnoticed. It looks more like a private residence than a mental hospital.
It's like a mansion.
What do you want to do?
Well, I guess since me and Miles are only on the list, I guess us two will go in.
Check the list again. Maybe they changed it.
I mean, you could also use your computer use success to add their names to the
Oh,
list.
yeah, I
you
didn't even
wanted.
think about that. Because, see, I'm not a real hacker in real life.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I did that.
Okay.
Retroactively, when I saw Camille start to pout when she saw her name wasn't on the list, I go, "Oh, hey, Camille, look, your name is on the list."
Yeah.
It's not the same if you add it.
No, I didn't. I think we just missed it the first time. And I'm like,
I think it's
Okay.
funnier if,
fucking
like,
Miles.
right when she asked that, you realize that you could add her name to the list, so you do it without saying anything. Oh yeah, you are here now.
Yeah, that's kind of what I was trying to like get
Yeah,
across.
I
Is
like-
that,
I like that.
That she was always like your name was always on the list. We just missed it. Yeah, you just overlooked it, Camille. You just got upset too quickly. Your name's always been here.
I
You
love
know,
that.
take my name off the list.
No, we can't. I can't delete names for some reason. It just lets me add names. Wait, I didn't add any names. What are you talking about?
Let's just go in. Come on.
Let's just go in. Yeah, I just closed the laptop and put it in my backpack.
Okay, yeah, so it's like, I'm gonna say like it's about 5:30 p.m. You head
Right.
into admissions, and there's a man,
You guys think they're
sitting
gonna
behind the
let Wayne in this what's the name? Nutsack the squirrel?
Bucky's.
Bucky's. It's a beaver.
Nutsack.
counter. Nutsack the squirrel! Woo! That's getting clipped.
my God.
That's getting clipped.
Oh, thank you.
Fuck.
Nutsack the squirrel.
That's getting clipped. I'm totally. I'm gonna have to clip that.
Yeah.
I mean, what? You don't like the Beaufort's mascot? Jeez.
I still have a. I commissioned
Jeez,
someone
Miles,
to do
they're
art.
no fun.
I remember I commissioned someone to do art for the Beaufort's nut mascot.
Yeah.
Yeah, I still
You
have
should.
that. I still have it.
Oh, you did?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, it's a squirrel with wearing tidy whities but full of acorns, and he's just saying,
That's
"Got him."
fucking hilarious. That's
I
hilarious.
remember that.
Oh, okay, so the squirrel's name is now Nutsack.
Yeah. Nutsack.
All right. Yep. Nutsack the squirrel. Yeah. Yeah.
Um,
I'm
And I don't
sorry,
got a
and
problem with the
I
costume.
already have a link to our Wrath and Glory campaign
oh yeah.
because I'm going to continue playing Chestnut,
Oh yeah.
and his cousin is going to be Nutsack.
I love that. And don't worry, Beaufort's nuts is still a universal constant.
Oh yeah.
Like Avogadro's number, or the Planck constant.
Right.
Beaufort's nuts is up there. But
So,
you guys head up to reception, and you see he looks like he's probably on rotation, like for med school. He's at the
he's a young buck.
yeah, he's at the computer. He's a young Bucky.
God damn it.
Sorry. It's quite peaceful in here, and you see that he's got a little sack of Beaufort's nuts that he's kind of munching on as he's kind of digitally, organizing forms and everything. What do you do?
But
I walk. Go ahead.
yeah, Shannon, do the talk.
Okay.
I walk up to the front and I lightly plop my hands down on the desk to kind of get his attention. I say, "Hello, I'm here to see a patient of yours, hopefully."
Name?
Peter Philip Delphin.
Yes.
My
and-
name is Shannon McCready.
Oh yes. We've been. He said to be expecting you. Are you here with the others?
Yeah, I am. This is the others right here. The guy in the suit, that's Wayne.
Oh yeah,
Mr.
yeah,
Kaminsky.
he told us to expect something interesting.
Really?
Did he mention me by name? I'm Camille.
No, he didn't. No, I'm kidding. I'm kidding. Yeah.
Get wrecked.
He pages in the intercom and he's like, "Who the fuck is Camille?" No, I'm kidding. He's like, "No, he mentioned you first." And on that, he gives Shannon a really big wink.
And I wink back. I also flip him a quarter. Like it's like 1820, and he catches it out of the air and bites on it to make sure it's not a chocolate coin.
Yep, exactly. I was
Like
going
to
to
think
say
you
the
like
exact same
had to
thing.
refresh
And I say
the page to see your name added.
I say, go and buy yourself a goose, kid.
And he just goes, "Thank you, kind sir." And then he like stands up like an Oblivion NPC and walks off.
Yes. Anyways,
And
I'm
he
sure
tells
he told
you,
us which room to go to.
Oh yeah, on one of the top floors.
All right, well, let's head up to the top floor there.
Okay, so I'm gonna move you guys to this map, just because it'll show you the actual layout. You're in Building 4, Proctor House. Actually, it might look better scenically to do that other map, because that's technically the actual close-up of... Just keep this one in mind as we go back. And,
Big campus.
Yeah. We'll say that, allow me to pull up. I mean, he is old. He was born in 1954.
Police officer.
He's like 71. So, he's watching TV. He seems to be a nice, smiley man. For some reason, it says 60-year-old. I think they didn't know how to count, but he's 71.
They didn't do the math.
Or 72, actually. He's watching an animated movie showing on the subscription TV channel. You all know the movie. And he's laughing.
Bible Black.
Oh no, he's laughing.
No.
B movie.
The mother of a poor fawn has just fallen down dead from the shot of a hunter's gun, and he's like cracking up. He's cracking up.
Awesome. Hell yeah.
He says, "Oh, yes. Come over here. Wayne, Miles, Shannon, Camille.
You must be Philip.
Yes, it's a pleasure to make your to make your acquaintance." And as he's speaking, his expression seems to be like ironed onto his face, like he's petrified, like his face has been petrified almost.
Right.
The gesture resembles the forced smile of a sinister clown with pale skin and plucked eyebrows. You can see his old burn scars visible from his neck up to above his forehead, which impede the natural growth of his hair, forming jagged peaks which accentuate his hairstyle. Come in and close the door. We don't want anyone hearing about what brings you here.
Sorry, Mr. Peter, I just have to say, your esthetician should really use less Botox. It's a little too much.
Camille.
Yeah, Shub Nugoroth. You suddenly feel something on your... No, I'm kidding.
So you were expecting us to come see you today?
I closed the
yes.
door.
Oh, yes. Yes, this is my assistant, Letissa Morton.
So there's like a nurse in the room, or?
Yeah, you can see her token here.
Her name is Letissa Morton.
Letissa Morton.
Letissa.
She doesn't look like she's also 70.
Oh,
probably.
no, she's not. No, she's a caretaker.
She looks younger in the picture, but she could be in her like 40s or 50s. He was admitted in 1985.
That's true. Yes.
So she
Okay,
could be in
that's
her...
what I was trying to make sense of the timeline. If this was the same person or if this was the current caretaker, because on the form it said that she was the caretaker.
It's
probably the current caretaker.
Yeah, it's hard to say. I mean, there could be some weird supernatural shit going on. Who knows? It's magic. I don't have to explain shit.
That's right.
I just asked her what her skincare routine is.
She's an ageless NPC.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. So, well, you know, I'm sure you already know, let's, sit down and have a chat, shall we? You guys have come so far, it's, about time that,
How do you know who we are? I say as I start to sit down on a couch or chair or something, whatever there is in there.
We've both been touched by the same mother.
Shub-Niggurath.
Yes, exactly. Good. You're a smart cookie, you know that?
Some would say that.
The Dark Mother, Shub-Niggurath, acts upon living beings. She perfects them. The power that she exerts, her very existence is what allows evolution to occur. She introduces the chaos of the evolutionary process, the random mutations that eventually created all of life on Earth. It's necessary for the universe's master plan. Every piece has an essential part to play in the correct advancement of the cosmos, but within a strategy so complex that it escapes human reason, and this is why she keeps herself hidden. But even the greatest of things fall to the cycle of death and renewal. Since the beginning of time, Shub-Niggurath has been going through this cycle of birth and death, which has renewed itself and is necessary to sustain evolution such as we know it. Our very existence as a species is transformed by the flow of the mother's influence in a dance of perfect entropy. But every 744 years, Shub-Niggurath starts to die. The end of a cycle ranges from 5 to 7 years, during which time her influence on the universe loses force. Now, today, in the human year 2026, we find ourselves towards the end of the cycle. I mean, have you looked at the news lately?
Yeah, I mean, the world's falling apart. A couple days ago, we woke up in a hotel and there's nothing but dead birds all around out in the parking lot and on the streets.
And that's not all. Look at climate change. We're in a mass extinction. Species are going extinct at a rate that hasn't been seen since the end of the dinosaurs.
Humans are killing each other at a higher rate than ever before as well.
Outbreaks of new diseases are becoming more and more frequent. Natural disasters.
Yeah, I mean, everything that I've learned so far about Shub-Niggurath it makes a lot of sense.
And yes, and as you might imagine, at this moment, during this process, Shub-Niggurath is vulnerable. But after her death, she starts being reborn, but for a few heartbeats. While that cycle restarts, her very being is suspended in a cosmic limbo. Her essence exists, but at the same time, it ceases to exist. And it is in this precise moment of restoration when the destination can be changed. Whereas naturally, she would flow back to the same starting point. This quantum teleportation is guided by a signal, a type of transponder, which guides the transmission of power to her natural heir, Shub-Niggurath. However, a ritual sacrifice to divert the destination of teleportation towards another being capable of containing the divine essence could be possible. In the 18th century of our common era, they already tried to divest the mother of her power with the aim of creating a super species without a limbic system, without feelings or desires, a brainless mass with the only objective being to prevail in an empty and lifeless universe. And now history is repeating itself. the Dark Mother knows about Ariadne's plan thanks to her genetic link with you. And she will not let the existence of simple mortals put the cycle in danger. The outer gods would sweep the world clear of our presence without a trace before they would let that happen. Or something even worse. You are part of the Mother, her scions. If the cycle is interrupted, you will suffer the same consequences. Everything created from the seed of Shub-Niggurath will cease to exist if the cycle is broken. But it's not too late to foil Ariadne's plan. That's why I've brought you here. There's only one way to do it.
We gotta make a sacrifice.
You must obtain fragments... Not exactly. You must obtain fragments of a meteorite which fell to Earth eons ago. These are capable of blocking the emission of the false signal created by Ariadne to attract the cosmic power during the restoration. If you truly wish to stop this transferal, you must perform a ritual with these fragments before the cycle ends. Close enough to Mater's signal to neutralize it. I came across these meteorite fragments in 1984, in the basement of an abandoned farmhouse. Naturally,
What's that?
Oh. These meteorite fragments. Sorry, go ahead.
I was gonna ask him if that was in Nazarene's lot.
No, but it was close by. It was where those, I know you looked it up. I'm sure you did. The escapees that you were shown?
Yeah. We looked it up.
Yes, and I'm sure you remember their experience. He kind of, it's almost like he tries to make an expression, but his face refuses to move, but you get the feeling he's kind of doing like a, But they were part of an ancient text, the Restoration Codex. I hid them in the Middlesex Fells Natural Reserve, just a few miles north in Boston. I hurled them into the water in a place called Dark Hollow Pond. I don't know Ariana Valverde's current location, nor do I know where she is thinking of carrying out her plan. However, I do know some information about her. About who she was before discovering the arcane knowledge. This might be a good place for you to start searching.
Where?
Well, I know that it's Ariana Valverde is not her given name.
What's her real name?
Give me a second, I need to find where is did I not
We named their child that.
What's your real name? And not just your other name.
Somebody would.
I mean, why
That's
would
really
they name her
into-
after cheese?
Huh?
God damn it.
Yeah, he looks at you and he says, "Oh yeah, Cheeseburger Apocalypse, Fico Fox, Heath, Robobike. It's good to see you all."
The fuck? My player's voice comes out of Shannon's mouth. Who the fuck are you, old man?
Nani?
Now, let me.
And then he
Oh,
says,
yeah.
he says other names, and we're like suddenly channeling divine beings. Uh-oh.
Trying to find where the
I just don't understand why, if Ariana knows that Shub-Niggurath is
essentially part of nature, an unstoppable force. Why try to go against it?
Well, Ariadna, I don't truly know. It has not been revealed to me.
Seems like an impossible task, but I mean, humans have been known to do a lot of stupid, impossible things.
Yes, her real name is Astrid Verdant.
Not a lot better than
Yeah.
Ariane.
But
From that.
she taught at a university, a very famous what's the name? Miskatonic. Yes, from 1986 to 2001, she was considered an eminent talent in her field thanks to her innovative articles and discoveries. But at the same time, her curiosity started to take her in other directions, which she left several clues to through her constant trips and queries in the restricted library at the university, known as the Armitage Library. Now that is all that I've been made aware of, but it might help you. Now, he hands you
we'd
guys
have those
two
dreams.
things. Yeah, he does hand you two things. First, I'm going to show you guys the plan of the hospital just as a handout so that you can see it. And then there are two things that he hands to you. He hands to you a map with a tiny little
X marks the spot.
Mm-hmm.
Right next to the highway.
As well as a USB memory stick. Yes, in there, in this, there's a video in which the ritual for activating the fragments of the meteorite can be seen quite clearly. But I still have something very important to tell you, but on one condition.
What's the condition?
Who of you speaks a language other than English?
I do. Kind of.
Okay.
Kaminsky speaks a little bit of Greek.
Okay, so
And I speak a little bit of Japanese.
which one of you guys wants to receive the message?
What's your skill score?
Oh, you won't have to roll.
No, I know, but I'm just saying,
yeah.
just to see who gets it. What's your language score? Mine's
30.
25. Yeah, go ahead, take it.
So in Greek, he says, "Get me out of this hospital."
Wait, say that again?
Get me out of this hospital.
I'll reply to him in Greek and say, I'll see what I can do.
Be aware of the caretaker. Letissa is quite skilled in, let's say, the arts of a martial variety, and if she suspects anything, you may be in some trouble. But I did manage to pull a little trick on Miss Morton. She had an automatic pistol hidden behind one of the paintings that decorates this suite, but I discovered it a while ago and took out the firing pin. We'll need to get free of Letissa and deal with the hospital security guards and get past the control points. However we do.
All this in Greek.
All of this in Greek, yes.
trying to think how I can. I guess I'm gonna motion for everyone to have a quick huddle, and I'm gonna just whisper that he said, "Get him out."
What's that? Letissa says.
Oh,
Twist
nothing,
and shout.
Nothing.
When-
Miles was just asking where the bathroom was.
Oh, why don't I take you?
Yeah, Miles, why don't you go to the bathroom with the nice lady?
Yeah.
I might need some help. This place is a maze, right, guys?
Yeah. No, you definitely need some help.
All
Why
right.
don't you keep our good buddy Phil here company while I
Fill my ass.
go to the bathroom?
Oh.
God, sorry. So, let's see. What do you want to roll to keep Letissa with you while they escape with while they leave the building with Delphin?
I'm going to.
Do you have any social skill, like any social roles, or do you?
I got like
Sorry, go ahead.
fast talk or intimidate
I'd accept fast
or
talk, intimidate.
persuade.
Oh yeah, persuade would work. I would also let you use appearance.
I don't think my appearance, so it says 75.
Yeah, so you could use
You're
appearance.
a good looking dude.
Yeah.
Hey.
Yeah, she's like, she kind of flutters her eyebrows a little bit. She's like, of
Start
course.
with you.
Of course. Yes, right this way. Now, I will need to give you a hernia exam before you go to the bathroom. It's standard procedure around here. Drop
And she's like, I'd love to help you to the bathroom. Do you need me to hold it?
Yeah. It's actually it's required procedure around here.
I'm not sure you're
also-
strong enough.
She grips it with them gorilla grip hands
Oh, God.
Oh my god.
and rips it right off. No, I'm kidding.
Jeez.
So you get to the bathroom and she tells you that it's standard procedure at this hospital to. What are the rest of you guys doing?
So Wayne is gonna have a brilliant idea since he is.
Like this handgun's a little too high caliber for you.
Okay, roll me persuade. I'm sorry, I'm having way too much fun with this. She's gonna roll psychology as an opposed skill, but she doesn't have it, so I'm gonna say it's an automatic fail. So she's like, she kind of gives you a dejected look and like crosses her arms and does a little fine. I'll have to report this to hospital administration though. You're gonna get in big trouble.
Should have just let her hold your dick.
She does.
Yeah,
She
cool.
does keep watching though, because
Yeah.
I mean, she is kind of security, so she needs to make sure you're not, trying to pull a fast one. But what did the rest of you guys do? How do you deal with the security guards?
Wayne is going to have a brilliant idea.
Okay.
Wayne is in this costume.
Yes.
He's gonna get out of it. Put Philip in it, or not Philip. Sorry,
Peter.
put Peter in
Phillip.
it. Peter
Oh, his
Philip.
name's Peter. I thought it was Philip.
His name is Peter Phillip.
Delphin.
No,
Yeah.
Peter Phillip Delphin.
So he's gonna put PP in it.
PPD.
His nickname is PP.
Yep. Okay.
Yeah. So
You're gonna
he's
have
gonna
to-
put PP in it, and they're just gonna weekend at Bernie's him out. Just
Okay. I will allow that. I will say that somebody is going to have to make a stealth roll to make sure that you're basically you found a spot where they're like in the room where cameras aren't covering it.
All right, Camille's gonna try and like sneak ahead and check and do all that stuff. Stealth.
Okay. Yep. So you succeed. Okay. How do you guys let Miles know that, or do you let Miles know, or is he going to be stuck in the bathroom until the...
I'm gonna say I got this covered. Miles gonna stay in there for a couple minutes, and then he's just gonna call out to the nurse and say he needs help in the bathroom.
She's going to eagerly run in.
And then as soon as she walks in, he's just gonna shove her to the ground and
You can try.
lock her in the bathroom.
Okay, make me a brawl roll.
She's a fucking black belt.
Ooh.
You
Yep.
should have took one for the team and just let her fondle your junk.
I swear to God.
Give me a second.
Oh no.
Oh god, no.
She punches you in the dick.
Might not be making it. Oh no.
Ooh.
Now, and of course, you know, we have the obligatory...
My groin!
What do you do?
That backfired miserably. Just gonna run and pull the fire alarm.
Okay, let's see, what is your dex? Is it more than 70?
No.
No? What is your dex?
Maybe I shouldn't pull the... It's 49, it's terrible.
Okay, so, Letissa is faster than you. Dex of 70. You'll have to be clever on this one.
Guess I can't do that then.
If you could come up with a clever enough ruse, I will let you.
I just pull a gun on her.
Okay, you have your gun on you?
Don't they let me pull a gun in the hospital? So I don't think I would have brought it in.
Okay, roll me luck. See if you brought
That would
it.
have been a bad idea.
Yeah, roll me luck. See if you brought it. I hope you guys like the description I put for the weapon. Extreme success. Not only did you bring it, but you put it in quick draw position.
It's got one in the chamber, too.
Yeah.
You've had your hands on both your weapons this whole time.
Yeah.
One's your rifle, one's your gun. But, yeah, so she backs off and she's like, okay, mister. Didn't mean nothing by it. No way, no how. Suddenly speaking like a,
Like a 1920s goon.
yeah.
I'm sorry, Peter.
I'm sorry, Peter. The horse is here. So, I'm sorry.
The
But,
horse's name is Kaminsky.
yep.
Like,
So what do you
get
do?
off my nuts, lady, and then I just leave.
Okay. I'm going to say that you have enough time to get just past the gate before an alarm starts ringing. Like, what do you do? You're
Guessing
out
we're-
of the hospital premises now.
Get in the car.
Yeah,
Run to
as
the
we're
car.
running
Let's
out,
go.
we're hearing this alarm going off. I'm like, what did Kaminsky do?
Yeah, and he just like
I don't know, but get the car started
see
so
me
that when he
running.
gets in, we can leave.
I do the Dukes of Hazzard slide over the hood.
roll me dex.
Yes.
No,
Get
I'm
out
kidding.
here.
Roll me dex because I'm not gonna make you mess it. Like I'm not gonna make you like have terrible consequences. I just want to make it. I just want to see what comedic result we have. Fumble!
Oh, no.
I'm gonna let one of the other characters decide exactly how you mess this up because it's a fumble. Otherwise, I would let you decide.
I want it to be like where he starts to slide, but he just stops immediately. And in order to like try and save his fucking like ego, he like does this like weird roll where he like rolls up onto his knees and his hands like all four and then flops back down onto his shoulder and like dents the hood real bad and then rolls off it and then falls down to his ass onto the fucking asphalt and has to grab the fucking bumper to fucking lift himself up.
I love that. That's so good. Okay. Give me a sec.
Could we say my face like smears on the windshield and leaves a streak?
Yes.
Yes.
Yeah, when you fucking flopped onto your hands and knees, your face hit the windshield hard.
Oh, that's so good.
So,
I wish I was good at animation because that would be peak. So,
all right, guys, let's get out of here now.
okay, does anybody have a
Pretend
good
like it didn't happen.
Does anybody have a good drive auto skill?
I do actually.
Okay.
Camille does as well.
Either of you can roll, and I will allow. If one of you fails, you can either push it or you can.
The
Or you-
reason I like the idea of Kaminsky's gonna get pissed off that Camille's driving his car.
Which one of you has higher dexterity? Because I'm gonna let you guys fight for the wheel.
Camille has
Mine's
math
49.
dexterity. I had to run out really quick though to my chat just fell over. It's really windy.
Oh, no worries.
I'll be back on.
Okay, so
I gotta go, actually, guys. It's 11 o'clock. I gotta work in 7 hours.
can I just give you one last bit of information? We'll quit this. We'll let you guys escape, but you guys smell something coming from the Bucky suit.
Oh, no.
After
Did
you-
dude shit himself?
After you guys, it's probably like an hour or so after you guys have left.
Or does it smell like a dead body?
It smells like death. Who has a good medicine skill?
Wayne's got a decent one.
What do you want to do? Now that you smell
Wait.
this.
Wayne's gonna investigate.
He's dead. But not just that. He's been dead for more than 2 days. Everybody roll sanity.
Who the fuck was talking to us? Hey, I'm okay.
You lose
How many
only
points do I lose?
1d4. Success is 1d4. Failure is 1d6.
Two's not too bad.
Oof.
And that is where we will end it for tonight.
That's
hope not.
fucked.
Yep. He was dead the whole time.
Honestly, yeah, I was gonna say that's cool that he's been dead the whole time. I was kind of hoping that he had been dead for like years, though. 2 days is still pretty cool.
Oh, it was more than 2 days. That's just the...
Well, yeah, that's just what we can tell.
Mm-hmm.
Fuck,
Not like
I don't
a
know if you wanna-
mummified corpse.
I don't know if you want to put that Bucky suit on, Wayne.
Mm,
Not anymore.
not
We'll get you-
anymore.
We'll get you another one.
Let's see
I
what
mean-
mascot you come up with next week.
I will find something.
Oh my
Yeah,
god,
once
yeah,
you
that
come
was.
back, suit's ruined.
Yep. That's fucking
Oh
great.
my god.
Yeah.
Okay. Well,
GG's, boys.
yep. I hope you guys are enjoying this
Alright.
chapter so far as everything starts to come together.
Yeah.
Yep.
Sorry about the Wi-Fi at the beginning. That kind of sucks.
Oh
but
yeah,
I'm
that
glad we got
that
it
sucked,
working.
but yeah, and luckily I wasn't recording at the time, so
Yeah.
that would be
Yeah.
really awkward. But anyways,
Yeah.
Roll my sanity.
We will call it here.
All right.
Goodbye, recording.
Good night, boyos.